going.
The recording's going, so have fun.
Ooh. Man's bought extra cloud storage for this.
No, that was Brandon, don't worry.
You look beautiful. Thank you.
Oh, yes, didn't make it in your B-roll this time?
You did, Brandon.
Alright. Welcome back to the northern isles between warring continents of Praetoria. We come back, the party is yet to be named. As of right now, there is actually no party. Currently, we go back, and before we start, because there were a bunch of delays, we're going to go over just a couple of the things that were confusing at first. As also, when we started the game, one of the main focal points of the culture in Midland, the Store, or the grandest of the giants that wander the land, or used to, they have recently gone missing. It was a little confusing because I threw way too many names at y'all because I gave over 12 giants and each of them had a name in common and each of them had a name in their original dialect. It was way too confusing to go back. Midland is a group of land masses in between two larger ones. The two larger outset countries are the Kirivostok Empire and the lands of New Phobos. The Kirivostok Empire is a legion ruled through martial might by the thrones of dragons that are constantly trying to lead a conquest further inland against their sworn enemy, the Cruel, the masters of the arcane. Legends say that they were the ones who made the arcane, who dwell within the eastern side of the Isles. They don't really tend to advance, but they are heavily invested in war. Midland itself is scattered and broken. There is no large society. There is no ruling governmental powers. There is no martial law. Humans have found that, and other sort of mortal races have found, that to survive they needed to remain small. But what has kept the war outside of these lands, at least from destroying it, is the giants. From small to large, the largest of which, to give you all a list so I don't have to, I'm not as confusing as I was last time. There is Ingun, the giant of civilization. Erebos, the giant of death and the underworld. There is Sol, the giant of the sun and natural order. Eroas, one of the gods of war, or the giants of war, and the giant of victory. You have Keranos, which is the giant of storms, wisdom, and craft. Sigurdheim, the giant of destiny. Morviger, the giant of time, mysteries and knowledge. Nylea, the wild and hunt. Visalga, affliction. Ronnatir, deception. And Mocus, war and slaughter. But that is all on a high eagle-eye point of view. Our adventure resumes on a breathless night where the wind is calm, the moon is waning, and it's just the bits of cold, bitter air are starting to settle from winter. The growls of hungry wolves emanate and pace around a newly repaired wood gate, the town of Buckingdale, a town that has recently come across a grand mystery, where the adventurers woke up. You don't remember where you came from, how you got there. The only thing that was constant was there was some kind of fight, but you don't remember. When you awoke, there was barely any time to recuperate yourself, as it seems destiny once again put you to the whips. Riders came in from the guild that guards Buckingdale, warning that some beast was flocking through a nearby wolf's den and was sending the wolves of Athedern to your location. With the gate busted, you very efficiently worked with the townsfolk and set traps of your own and prepared for the oncoming siege and defended it. Even in spite of the fact that at the root of the nest were two or multiple fanghounds, large, hulking wolf creatures that maybe 40 feet tall. The walls maybe would have or would not have fared well against them. You don't know. What you do know is that you defeated them. One of them was even harvested for meat. But y'all came into the village, and there seemed to be a town's gathering in the village hall where all of the citizens, even though safety seems to have been momentarily reinstated, there's kind of just this moment within the dark interior of this high ceiling triangle pyramid-esque structure made of wood and stone with a large rectangular fire pit in the center. Multiple tables have some have been pushed off to the side. It's kind of like a tavern, but more formal. More formal as the meetings that would happen here would be more trade deals or peace treaties or war declarations. But a lot of the formalities have been kind of pushed to the side of the room, and there's just a mass of people. It is a very, very large space, but there's maybe close to 100 people spread out. It's relatively quiet. You five are kind of gathered closer to the fire pit. Just sitting there in the makeshift seats of logs and stones. Nothing carved. Nothing very well done in regards to craftsmanship. And that seems to be kind of a trend in the town of Buckingdale. It's very small. For those of you who are well-experienced travelers, you know there are tons of these settlements. This is not the settlement that would be found on the map. But you are here. There's this moment of just silence. Just kind of sitting, tending to your wounds. The firelight. Distant murmurs of the crowd. And then you see kind of stand up at the head of the fire pit this older gentleman who you remember as Sir Kenneth, who seems to be the warden of that is watching over the town. He's head of the current Ivory Horns soldiers. It kind of just stands up, wear and tear, some scratches, some old, maybe from the previous battle that you don't know about, some that are new from his efforts to very quickly get the gate up and running before the wolves. Kind of just stands up, and there's a moment of silence as everyone kind of quiets down when he stands. All right, let's take inventory. How many people have we got here? And he kind of looks over to the very much smaller, reserved individual who's a small humanoid with brown hair. This odd texturing, almost like a burn mark of the skin that kind of curves up from the neck. But the rest of his face is fine with these two small glasses. You remember to be the carpenter. And kind of seems to be very hand in hand with the, with Sir Kenneth. They kind of, 98, my lord. All right. We had 129. Very well. It seems to me no one in here is hurt. And there's just this awkward couple minutes that follows where he just kind of stammers over a couple words. He very obviously doesn't know what to say. Seems to be more of a martial, rule by the law type of figure, and not someone who's a charismatic leader, not used to actually having this many people look directly to him, and kind of just fumbles until you hear like one older, gnomish character, and you're like, "What happened?" And then you just hear someone right next to him just kind of elbow him. "Nobody knows, you idiot. Everyone's trying to figure that out." "Yes, well, we don't fully know what happened. We're still getting the details. But what I can say is the walls are in, and we've lost a lot, and Winter is right around the corner. You'll have to tend to your duties, be diligent in your tasks, and like I say, it's the Ivory Horns. We're not going anywhere. We'll do what we can." Kind of just awkwardly sits back down, and then talking just begins to start happening around. People begin to whisper about what happened. People begin to make theories. Some ancient sky being has come down and hypnotized all of them for the sins of not planting enough corn, according to one of the farmers. It ranges across all of them, and the farmers are just, the imaginations start to go wild. So there's this moment where y'all kind of now look at each other, the five of y'all sitting next to each other in the situation. Lots of murmuring around you.
See this? Hey. See that? Points at the fire pit.
See?
It's mimicking my greatness.
He's pointing at the fire pit. What is the fire pit? Describe to me the fire pit right now.
About maybe like 3 feet by 7 feet. It's a long rectangular. It's like a long middle of the room fire pit.
Oh, it's a big one, right?
Yeah, it's a square long fire pit.
Oh, because are we indoors right now?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
I cast dancing lights. See what I'm saying?
The moment you cast dancing lights, you see a couple of people kind of just like move back a little bit.
Bask.
Roll an insight check.
Bask. Insight.
My God, we touch you to ask, what do you do?
Where's insight? Oh, that is.
13.
13. It's a bit odd. People aren't impressed. They're not impressed. They're not reacting the way you thought they would. You don't know why.
I stop the spell.
Could I garner that people are kind of like a little weirded out by the creature to the left of me?
Roll an insight check.
Alright.
Oh my gosh. How dare you? That's gonna be 12.
You get the same impression.
Oh,
You can't really
yeah,
tell.
15.
15? Yeah.
That's a different number. You can't gain the general sense of a bunch of it, but something that immediately catches you is definitely a little bit of unease. Not fear, just unease. And probably has something to do with the fact that what he did looked arcane.
And I know people don't like care for arcane, right?
Pretty much the ability to wield the arcane is kept exclusively to the east in the lands of New Phobos, and those who have it are generally either aligned with it or have stolen it.
Come back. I hand him a piece of beef jerky.
Oh,
He hands you the piece of beef jerky, and it's like an optical illusion. The moment you grab it, you realize how much bigger it is compared to you. It's like when he holds it out, it's like one of the gas station aisle Slim Jims, and the moment you grab it, you realize it's one of the full-size 12-inch Slim Jims.
is
You're
it
like,
spicy?
Yeah.
I take a bite and then, almost in tears, not being able to handle the spice. I'm just holding on.
that passive insight, you kind of immediately tell the similar aversion to what other people had to the arcane he just has to the flavor of.
I take another bite.
No, you don't always have to eat what is given to you.
Right wizard.
Lay on hands for a point of health.
You feel a general sense of healing come to you, and it's like drinking a glass of milk for a second. The spice quickly
of course
dissipates, and then that second bite.
Maybe for you, Zach.
Then that second bite kicks in. The one that was still in your mouth that you took in. It's right back to the spicy.
Hey, Frank. What kind of jerky you got there?
Twist the way.
Do I not like?
Just handing out his jerky.
Look at it. Probably elk. Just judging by the texture.
Gracias.
At which point, in the middle of this like awkward silence, you kind of see the older individual kind of shuffle over to y'all, and kind of just he kind of walks over and kind of sits down on this large stone, one of the ones that was unoccupied by y'all, and kind of just stares into the fire and absent-mindedly, but doesn't look your direction. Says, "Hey, I could use a couple of good men like y'all in the horns. I don't really know how to say thank you. I'm not used to saying that."
It's okay, you're welcome.
Kind of looks at you. I still outrank you.
I know.
Does it pay anything?
Well, about that. Well, you look around and you can see we're not really an affluent town. But are you all together?
No.
Just the wide pan shot of all of y'all just sitting. Well, I only have one thing I can give.
Oh, shit.
As
You
thanks.
can have two of them.
I'm a man of honor and I'm a man of stature. We would not have been able to do that without y'all. So, and my old man used to teach me that if you don't treat your guests well, you're going to make a couple of the giants mad at you, and they will weave destiny against you. And you have come into my town, and the first thing you do is lose your memories, wounds, and nothing to pay for. So, here's what I can give you. Those wolves came from Africa. It's a old tribal meeting spot about 3 hours south from here. Keep to the right of the woods. Those wolves, they moved in about a year and a half ago. And if there's fang hounds are a little bit more personal than other wolves. They like to collect things. So here's what I can give you. The morrow after tomorrow, 2 sunrises from now, my men will ride to Africa and take everything that is in it, because we're going to need the supplies. I can give you 1 head start to loot.
I'll take that.
That is about all as I can give you.
It's more than fair.
How do I get there?
Where is is that right? And he kind of just looks around, and he looks for a little bit, and then he kind of shakes his head and walks off into the crowd for a bit, and then comes back pulling by the arm the soldier you all remember, the half-elf young ranger named Garrick, who's kind of, what? I didn't do anything this time, I swear. He's like, you do well with maps. Write me up a sketch to Affida from here, with 2 checkpoints. Are you all going to Affida?
Apparently.
That's the plan, as of now.
Rather fun up there. I'm kind of jealous, to be honest. I've seen a lot of carriages get swept by those wolves. A lot of stuff probably up there. It's a shame, really. But, okay, give me this parchment. He kind of takes one of the parchments from the captain and begins to very ramshackle sketch a map. And he hands it to y'all a few minutes later. And it's very crude, but not much else you can expect over when he's drawing it over his leg. But he gives you, there's pretty much 2 landmarks you have that can guide you towards it. It should be an easy travel.
Okay. When we get there, how do we divide this up? There's 5 of us. 100%. I'm not good at it. 100 divided by 5.
You see both the captain and Eric kind of go,
The lens between is an uneducated populace.
Who would have thought?
Be 20%.
We have someone who's smart.
So 20% each of us? Right?
I mean,
Yeah.
probably won't be able to carry everything that's there, but sure.
Shit, I'll take whatever I can get.
I kind of assumed.
that voice? Shit, I'll take whatever I can get.
it kind of you see the captain kind of turn to you. How do you pronounce your name?
Eingamar?
I didn't have an R, and I was like, I knew that's wrong.
Eingi.
He kind of looks at you and kind of. So are you stationed somewhere?
I used to be. Up north. I assume up north, actually.
There's no. You're not going. Apologies, I'm trying to find some way to get answers because I don't know if there's anyone in this town empirical enough to give me an answer. All of the locals here will just give me nonsense about myths, spirits, legends, such.
I've been out of this. I think it's been a couple of months if when I got knocked out and reawoken was like a day. If it was multiple years, I'm sorry, but if it was like a couple months, I don't have much info for you.
I don't know if y'all are going to go on a quest. Unfortunately, due to my responsibilities, I actually think the best thing to do is to accept the lost day and move on. But if you ever found news as to why or what happened, I would be really appreciative. You can send it to Sir Kenneth Oldervik.
Can I look around the room and see, are the 2 like barmaids?
Yes.
Oh my
yes. You take a moment to look, and you kind
Wenches.
of look, and you see them. They're in a position where they seem to be. They're the 2 of them. You see the 2 of them kind of on either side in front of an older man. Roll a perception check.
We're the Middle Ages, bitch. Time for some education.
What?
15. 15? That was enough. So you kind of look at him, and you kind of have to take a moment to look him over a couple times. The man he's an older man, but he still has brown and curly hair, very defined chin, very, very Phobian features. He looks very much like he was from deep within the East. And you kind of look at him, and his eyes have this very, very bright, intense blue, even though they're graying a little bit with age. He has just the slight essence of a beard, but it actually is rather most well kept, and has some kind of intricate robes about him. And is kind of just clutching a stick, and is kind of in like seems to be saying something in protest to the two women.
Creep over there.
Go ahead and roll a stealth check.
Oh yeah. It's like, how do I go about this without getting my ass beat?
0% likelihood that he doesn't get beat.
Fair.
Unless he doesn't get caught.
13.
13? So you can kind of get over there, and you start to hear their conversation. The two women, one of them with this more paler hair and a scar across her eye, it seems to be on the left, and the one with like just maybe dyed, but very, very deep black hair. And with your previous perception, you kind of look at them, and it's a little bit odd. They have very prominent Western features, as if they were very much of a Kiri Vostok heritage. But you can kind of hear the conversation of the one with the black hair. Oh, no, you cannot do it. You cannot work on the wall. You're too old. You're going to hurt yourself. And he's like, no, I remember I worked on the wall outside the greatest cities back home. I did, I can do it. And then you hear the one with the scars. And kind of just frustrated before she kind of like, her head turns a little bit, and then she kind of looks towards you. Not a hateful look, just kind of look towards you, and then the other two look. And then you hear the older man go, oh, help me up. And you see the two of them kind of help the figure up and kind of get him positioned on a cane. Ooh. He looks stronger than he is. Like, he's very weak and fragile getting up, but the moment he stands, there's a certain posture to him that just emits at least strength of will, and kind of just shuffles over to you. Is this the strapping, handsome young man who stepped into our establishment earlier?
Good day, sir. I came over here to apologize to your daughters. I came across...
Grabs your hand immediately and like shakes it on his. Oh, you fine young boy. There is no one who should be apologizing but me. I can tell you very, very strongly. You have to excuse my daughters. They have had a very hard life. And they're a little rough around the edges, and when things get tense, they kind of get magnified.
Well, I'm a father myself, actually. So,
you understand?
I was just, when I heard that we were going to get attacked, I thought of them first thing, so I was like, I gotta get the hell out of here.
Son, I'm very old.
Or I'll never see them again,
So you know them before?
What?
You've known them before. You're obviously caring about them to come for my daughters if you came to them when you heard the village was under attack.
What? No! I am just
messing with you, lad. I'm just messing with you.
Yeah.
An old man has to have his jokes every now and then. I'm cooped up in my old cave reading way too many books. I read way too many books when I was a young lad. Tell me, actually, could you tell me something, young boy? That goblin over there, did he, or were my old failing eyes? And kind of just looks at you, and you're a little bit made uncomfortable by how intense they just stare at you for a second, as if almost they've got something about them. Did I see that he casts
I can neither confirm nor deny that. I don't know him very well. I've only met him.
Lad, you sound like one of the horns. Come on.
Did he cast I can't know for sure, sir, but you're welcome to go ask him.
Well, let's go and ask him. It kind of takes your arm, and you see the women go.
Let's do that.
You kind of, and then you see the figure, kind of, which is a very interesting sight because you're a halfling, right? Or
I'm
no?
I'm a gnome.
No. So you see the small gnomish figure, being kind of almost led by an older man that kind of approaches y'all's sitting area.
Hey
guys. You they've got a lot of problems with memory around the town, but might I say, I've got a memory about me and I don't remember your faces.
Well, I'm Hembrig.
Hembrig?
Hembrig Windry. Well,
Hembrig, anybody who comes into Buckingdale has to meet Eucarpus. Eucarpus. Kind of shakes your hand. My name is Eucarpus. Kind of goes over to you and kind of just shakes your hand a little bit.
What vibe does this guy give?
Roll an insight check.
Okay.
No, I don't carpus.
And what? Do I see he's uncomfortable looking? Out of curiosity.
You can't really.
Oh no, nothing.
At this point, you can't really tell which one, what their uncomfortable is or whatnot. You can't tell. He is very outgoing, which is for a lot of people just naturally like a little bit disconcerting. But you catch a kind of now closer, kind of the similar vibe of the fact that he is definitely from the New Phobos side of the world. He does not have really mixed, or he doesn't have Midland features to him.
Okay.
Who are you? I'm Eucarpus.
I'm Yumar.
Ingmar. Nice to meet you.
Draco.
Rico.
I am Sovrog, the greatest wizard who has ever lived. And then I cast Dancing Lights.
You kind of see him and kind of. But great wizards make each other greater. And you see dancing lights go out to mimic your pattern.
I get ready to cast Fireball.
You kind of go through and wait. I am way past my doors. I'm way past my prime. There was a time when I could do mage duels. No. Oh.
I'm just
Hey.
ignoring it.
Senora. Senora. ¿Cómo te llamas?
Batilius Tito?
Eucarpus. Well, it's rather fascinating to see all of you. Well, I was about to ask you what brought you here. Foolish old man that I am, forgets which question. Just like the rest of the Midlanders, very talkative. Well, you are more than welcome to stay at our establishment. You are more than welcome to stay at the inn. You have rooms for the night. Please.
Thank you so much.
We appreciate
Thank
that.
you guys. Thank you so much.
I was just preparing myself to sleep on the floor outside somewhere.
So was I.
Oh, our floor is much more comfortable.
That's good.
And also, it's getting cold. Perhaps. Where are you? So, where are you all off to? Are you all staying? Are we graced by your presence to remain here for a bit?
I'm only staying for the night. I gotta get going here soon. But yeah, I got quotas I gotta meet, fortunately. But it's a nice little town you got here. Nice
I
town.
think it is. I think it is indeed.
How long you been living here?
Where? In Midland? Or in
yeah.
Buckingdale?
Buckingdale.
Oh, I was here when it was made. 5 years ago, I'd say.
What,
75
what
years
race
ago.
is this guy?
Looks human.
He's human? Okay. Wow. So you're day one. You're
I guess I am day one.
You're an OG.
Alright.
You're an OG, I guess.
My daughter used that word. I don't know what it means.
Bro, you're like totally lit, fam.
I'm hard time keeping up with the new Midland
Bus
slang.
like one used.
I do say the new magic is doth bussing.
Could you tell us where exactly in the world we are?
Well, why would you want to know?
Because the last thing I remember, I was on the border. And I woke up here.
Well, you are not far from the border.
Which border?
Kiri Vostok.
Thank you.
Well, you are. I don't have a map with me. Those are a little bit rare to come by. But I would say you are pretty much about 13 minutes walk from this one of the southern points of Lake Secession. And you remember Lake Secession is pretty much the largest lake in Midland. It is pretty much the Great Lake. It is
Everyone takes their kids there. in the summer.
Everyone goes there.
That's the only place you
Everyone
ever
goes there
find.
for great fishing. But it's more along the east side. It's about maybe depending on where you are, you could be over a week from the border, or like directly on the border. Maybe a week, but you're only a couple days travel from the border town skirmishers locations. So depending on how aggressive the Empire is, and they can
Border town skirmishers.
or skirmishes. There is so the Kirivostok Empire is consistently trying to expand. They are consistently trying to, or it has been the impression that they are consistently trying to get into Midland because Midland is the thing that is keeping them from getting to Phobos.
Wow. Okay.
It's really a Poland situation.
Yes, yes. So, but well, yes. So I can tell you that where you are, but it's rather strange. Don't you think? All of Vulcan Town lose weapons? Don't know. It's just an old man. I have way too many theories. I've read way too many books. Well, if you have any other questions, you know where to find me. I think we're just about done here in the town hall. I think they're going to start sending people to their homes.
It was great to meet you.
Likewise, dear boy. At any time you are near, I can tell you are someone who wanders a lot. Anytime.
Yes.
You are more than welcome to stay.
Thank you, sir. Thank you.
You say you have kids.
I do, yeah.
A wife?
Yeah.
Shame.
Yes.
Yeah, you got a wizard book?
No,
I wanna look. I cast the same token.
well,
It's free.
boy, you see, not any spell book. If you like reading books, yes, but I gave up that life a long time ago. Believe me. Do you have a spell book?
No.
That is
I
why.
can't read.
You know, well, I can teach you if you want.
No.
Do
You don't need those for spells.
I don't know who you.
I just want to
learned
touch the book.
I don't know who you learned it from, but the
I like
people-
touching the books. They feel cool, and then they go, whoa.
I don't have any war books. I have readers. But you know where to find me. Kind of
Obliged.
gives a wave and just begins to walk away. Y'all once again left?
Already got a marriage proposal.
Uh,
Pretty impressive.
Yeah.
Is that what happened?
He just offered
Kinda
up his
sounds
daughters
like
to
it.
her, yes. He said it's a shame you're married. So either that or the old man was trying to marry him, but I doubt that was it.
You never know these days.
I'm gonna go outside and maybe look around. I wanna like check out the spot where we were at, see if I can like see any
Discerning more
tracks
clues?
or like clues.
You go out and you kind of take a look. It's been definitely a lot's been cleaned. Like a lot of the villagers that couldn't help with the wall were still working during the rush to try and kind of get things prepped and kind of get walls up to keep the cold air out. And you do notice like pretty much all the bodies have been dragged off. You can follow the tracks. You can see where kind of the general traffic of things is moving, but it seems a little bit more clean. When you kind of take a look around, there's nothing inherently that catches your eyes, at least for your wanderer skills. Go ahead and roll an investigation check.
Please bear with me again.
11?
Yeah.
Can't really find anything. It's between the wind, the fact that a storm seemed to have happened the previous day, the ground is just starting to dry. Can't really see anything.
His name, the guy we just talked to, his name was
Eucarpus.
Eucarpus. Can I actually go back inside and talk to him?
You can see him. He's kind of begins to walk out at the same time you do, and he's kind of just walking hand in hand. His two daughters are kind of supporting him on either side.
Eucarpus!
Huh?
Can I ask you
I'll take them both.
can I ask
One
you
sheep.
a strange question?
Absolutely.
Did you see me come into town? Do you remember, like, do you remember me coming in?
No, lad, I'm sorry. I don't think I do. But, and you can see kind of like just for a split second, you see like the happy-go-lucky facade fade, and you see like the grim reality like on his face, and for a split second, you get a glimpse of, oh, he knows exactly what's going on, but for that, and then a split second later, he kicks back. But, no, it's not unnerving, you just see that he's not in denial for a split second, you can see, and then he kind of just, but, take no discouragement, lad. Old men my age might start forgetting things normally.
Okay. Thank you, Eucarpus. See you later tonight. I walk away.
In the bedroom.
Man, I used to do that over.
How far back? Wait, have we discovered yet how far back our memories are wiped?
It's pretty much, you remember your travels and all of pretty much quote-unquote your memories. It's just anytime you think about the subject of how you got to Buckingdale.
How we got to Buckingdale.
And why you were there, kind of just short circuits.
Okay.
Like there's a blockage.
I pull out my pack.
Uh-huh. Just in the city hall?
No, yeah, just in the city hall. He was just kind of rummaging through as he chokes down the last bit of jerky. And I keep with me a couple of things, right? I keep smithing tools and I keep hammers that I use for throwing, right, in battle. Do my hammers have any blood on them? Because I didn't use them in the wolf battle. But I keep them kind of on my side belt so I can chuck them at enemies.
I will have you roll a medicine check.
Please. Okay. Medicine?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, sick. 15. 18.
18. Is your hammer like engraved at all, or is it just a smooth surface?
Oh no, there are engravings on it. They're nice.
You look. There's no like. It's no like. You just hit it and the blood splatters there. But what you do you kind of can take a look at the medicine with that medicine roll, and you kind of look at in the engravings, and you know there was never going to be a large amount of blood anyway because it was a storm. But you kind of like take a minute and you kind of like take a little stick or something and you go into one of the grooves and you kind of scrape it out, and you scrape out it's this crumpled substance, and it's not dirt. It's a different color than dried blood, at least dried human blood. It's some form of dried liquid.
Is it in one of my hammers or just all of them?
And you kind of take a look, you can see speckles of it in all of your hammers.
Here we go. I taste some of it.
Okay. Kind of.
What?
Acidic, base, anything?
Taste the blood of your enemies.
It tastes irony.
Okay, so it is some
Kind of like blood, but there's this weird. I'll have you roll. This will be another medicine check. This will be a hard
Okay.
DC. This will be a hard DC.
Ooh! Okay. That's a natural 20 for 24.
That will do it. It's kind of a honeysuckle, like a kind of planty, viney flower honeysuckle bittersweet behind the iron, and it has a terrible aftertaste. Horrid aftertaste. I'll have you roll percentile dice.
Oh gosh. It's getting serious.
You're not gonna waste your flat.
Ooh.
You got money. 88?
Yeah, that's kind of what you get from that. It's weird. It kind of resembles blood, but it's just that flavor. It's not human blood. It's not animal blood.
I go back into my pack. How many days rations are missing?
Get Sherlock Holmes over here.
You got about you
Don't worry
have
about
a couple rations left, but I'll say you don't necessarily remember how. For a man who eats as much, you eat so variably, you don't know how many rations you had beforehand.
No!
You cursed for the moment that you are in the bulk side of the workout routine and not the cut side, so you don't know.
Really gotta switch to cuts in case this ever happens again.
You were on episode 7005 of One Piece and you forgot how much you were eating last time.
Alrighty, take a
At which
drink of
point,
water. Sit back.
Draco. So kind of shuffling over to you as you're kind of just sitting, you see Garrick kind of come close to you and go, hey, you want to know something fun?
What is it?
I wasn't at the battle that y'all just had, but I did do a little bit of exploring. That, I don't know what did it, but I can tell you, I know where they were going.
The wolves?
No, whatever did this, I know where they were going.
Where were they going?
So, cost you 5 gold. Damn. Hey, it's my services, man.
We're in the room with the fire pit, right?
Yeah.
Here we go.
Fine smite!
No,
Dodson, we got
can I, I'm gonna cast, is it, oh my god, what's the name of it? Is it Thaumaturgy?
Thaumaturgy?
Thaumaturgy.
Yeah.
Forget everyone at the same time. Thaumaturgy. I'm gonna cast Thaumaturgy on the fire pit, turning the flames like ice blue.
Is that something you can do with thaumaturgy? Or is it...
Yes.
Okay, you're not looking and you're just saying, yeah, because there's 2 spells.
I know it's mostly harmless sensory effects. I know
Yeah.
you can open windows,
Thaumaturgy.
make loud noises.
I'm saying
You manifest a minor wonder or sign of supernatural power within range. The examples are Your voice booms 3 times as loud. You cause flames to flicker, brighten, dim, or change color for 1 minute.
There we go. There you go. Okay, so okay, cool. So you change the color. What do you say?
Do not trifle with me, boy.
Just out of curiosity, do I hear any of this? Since I'm like sitting next to him.
I was staring at the flames, assumedly.
Roll a perception
Someone
check.
else would.
Roll an intimidation check.
Oh, you don't even see what changes it. You just watch them change
No,
it.
I don't.
Something you said turned it blue.
You're saying something, and then all of a sudden it turned blue.
It was the hot jerky. You
I got 23.
20. Yes, you do hear what's going on.
Cool.
I am a god.
16.
You have a natural 20 on the save. So, he kind of just like looks at you and kind of moves back for a second.
If your information is good, you might get 3 gold.
And then I toss him 5 gold.
What? Were you listening to this?
I will say,
I also
as a
rolled
result
23.
Oh,
I will say as a
bastard.
good intimidation check, the coin does catch him off guard. I gotta
Just tell us the info.
Now that's how you do business.
kind of us
Oh.
or you.
I mean, I'm sitting right next to him, so
Well, yeah, but I can tell you, you gave me the coin.
just tell us both. I'm not one for games.
So, there's a fairly faint but distinct trail of rubbish in the woods that is pointing towards Owl's Big Tower. Owl's Big Tower, I'm assuming you're probably not from around here. Owl's Big Tower is some old, I think it's a giant watch station. I think it was built by Novgorod or something along the lines. They were built to watch Segerheim down in the valley. But I don't know what they were looking for. And I sure as the giants don't know of anything up there in that tower that's worth anything. I grew up playing in that tower. But something went up there. And a lot of something. I couldn't count how many tracks. I'd say at least 16, 20.
Thank you.
I was going to ask you, Garrick. Is there a way you could draw us a map of the surrounding area?
I'd imagine that if you didn't want to pay me 5 gold, you're not going to want to pay me the amount I'm going to charge to make a full detailed map. Your best bet is to follow the road and find a merchant or someone who does have one. There are no few, I mean, they're not exactly commonplace, but you look. But I don't know.
And do we know which direction Owl's Big Tower is in?
Yeah. He says it's about I think it was it's about maybe 5 hours to do directly north. Which if you're going to Atherton, it's take you about a 2-hour detour. They're relatively in the same direction. Well, no, 3 hour because Atherton is more inside the forest. The tower is outside of the forest, so you can see down into the plains. So yeah, it'll be about a 3-hour detour. If you're gonna try and get there, go north until you find Atherton, right, and then find the water's edge. When the water's edge meets a mountain, the side opposite the lake, that's where you're gonna find the tower. It's not really a mountain; it's more just a large hill. But that's where you're gonna find it. It's maybe 5 hours if you went due that way. But
Is this the same guy that got like pulled over? Or was like told to draw
Yeah.
some map?
Yeah.
But this is the guy you remember. He was one of the ones who woke you up with the 3, and you can kind of see
Suddenly
kind of
way more
a little bit,
self-assured now than
a little bit behind him are the 3 halfling children that are kind of just and you kind of noticed the moment he kind of got the purse, he kind of held it behind him in one of the which you can't really tell them apart except by their hair color. But one of the children kind of just takes him. They're kind of just standing behind him.
Is so where you said the wolves' den was, with all the loot? Is that in line with the path to this tower? Like
Wait.
You said it was a 3-hour detour.
Hold on, time out. Are we all here now?
Well, he never. I mean,
For
clarification.
turned blue.
I'm passed out in the
Yeah,
corner next to the guy who's marveling at the blue fire.
So I would say actually you probably didn't hear this since you were talking.
Okay,
to
I was
But for
thinking-
clarification, it is a little bit of a detour,
Dare
but
you.
generally in the same direction.
I didn't know if you meant in relation to the.
He meant on the way there, and then he also gave us if we got to Aphrodite first, and then went.
He said if you go to Athadern, get to Athadern, find the. Find. Go to Athadern. Keep going north till you find the lake's edge. Go right along the lake's edge until you find a large hill / mountain, small mountain. On the other side of the mountain is the tower.
Okay.
That is if you are going from Athadern to there. He said it, but if you're not, it's directly due north.
Okay. But I didn't hear any of that.
No, that's for clarification.
Yeah.
All right, I'm gonna go ahead and get some sleep. There's actually a lot of running to get that information, so thank you, Sophie, for it. Kind of turns around and kind of skips outside. You see the 3 halflings start under the legs of all of them, kind of following along behind. Halfling children are very small. Grab them.
Let's take it out of your pocket.
So is there anything else y'all would like to do before y'all bed down for the night?
I'm gonna turn to him.
I appreciate the backup and the coin. The fire trick normally works. I don't know.
Tough crowd, am I
You're in
right?
a new place. It's okay. In my line of work that I used to work in, information is the most important. So, I had some extra coin to give. I wasn't undermining the friend that was.
No, I know. It's fine.
Yeah, you'll get him. You'll get him next time.
Can't even scare a Hellfelt boy anymore.
I don't know why I'm turning into like I'm just becoming a boomer. I'm just like,
Hi, Cupper. I used to pay 25 cents to go to the movies, and now I'm
That's what
watching
happens.
Avatar: Way of Water.
Dude, that's what happens when look. You're a racist old guy. It's destined to happen. You have an inevitable gravity towards being a boomer.
There it goes. I don't know what happened to think. I'm sorry.
Oh, it was never
Now
there
I've
to
got a
begin with.
picture of
That's
a
why.
fucking bird.
It was never there?
I just didn't. I just thought I was okay with it. I mean, it's still your background.
It's still a good
fits
background,
the
but
theme.
still.
do
Okay.
not make any comments about the bird design. Zach's very attached to it.
You say anything
I learned the hard way.
Who has something negative to him?
Alright.
The bird doesn't.
Is there anything else y'all would like to do before you bed down for the evening? In your assorted places.
I would like to write in my journal to my wife.
Do so.
Classic innkeeper's daughter.
You do so. I will need the name of her.
It's yet to come up with one.
He doesn't.
Bro!
It's gonna happen.
Give me your wife's name, Jack.
It's gonna happen.
When is the kid's birthday? Alright.
Fiddlers.
Oh!
Alright, so,
Fiddly.
I will definitely very much annoy the wizard we talked to for a couple hours.
you go and find him, and you find that he keeps relatively actually enjoys the company. There's a couple moments where you can see the poking definitely gets to him a little bit, but
To clarify what I'm explaining how the spells that I cast make me feel. And then I'm asking if he has similar experience, but several hours and I only know like 8 spells. And I don't know any spells except Fireball.
so it's very much like like talking to a distant grandfather. Like for most of it, he's there and understands it. Some of it goes over his head. He tries for some of it. Other parts he tries and redirects because you can tell he's bored. One of the daughters, the one with the scar, kept watch but fell asleep after 30 minutes and has just been there the whole time, conked out over a chair. But he keeps he keeps company with you. So, is there any specific information you're trying to find out?
Absolutely not. And I'm trying to get him to think I'm kind of cool with fucking spell.
It is a little bit hard to think to
That
make you
lame
think
new
you're
magic.
cool. However, he does seem to share a passion for spells. For you, you're just trying to convince him that it's the one particular spell that's the most beautiful, and you may need a little bit more convincing.
Church of Fireball.
Sorry, guys, I'm staying here for the rest of my life until this old man's convinced.
So, sleep
I will
all
roll a
comes,
check every day until
sleep comes to you wherever you are, whether in the corner of the city hall, in the tavern, or wherever you all choose to bed down. Sleep comes to you. It is a welcome night's sleep.
Go back to full health.
You can take the benefits of a long rest,
You
and
don't have to. That's what I just heard.
so
Yes.
you level up to
Finally.
level 20. I'm kidding. No. Okay.
Shit,
so,
yeah! Hell yeah!
Beat and switch.
beat and switch.
You all wake up with dysentery.
Stronger.
You wake up.
Roleplay diarrhea.
All of you, the sun. All of you, the morning light comes to you. You all wake up, sleeping just about as normally as you can. Still a little bit stiff and sore. Nothing has changed in regards to your memories, but you do feel a whole lot better, just in general. And for those of you who step outside, the storm that blew through has completely passed, and now a very high pressure system where there are no clouds in the sky. It is a very light, pale blue. The sun is just starting to shine, and it is going to be a very, very bright sun. And you can see here a couple of bird song. There's not very much of a breeze, maybe just a hint of a breeze. It is definitely a beautiful, beautiful fall day post storm. You all have the day before you. You see people kind of just start going about their lives. The Ivory Horn guards begin to, half of them start again working on the more long-term repairs of the wall, and the others are kind of out beyond the walls, kind of scavenging the skins. The meat has decayed at this point or been eaten by smaller critters, but a lot of the hides and leathers are still good, so they're out there harvesting. The town kind of just starts to go back to the way it would have. This is a small town of survival. They know how to survive, and they know how to survive with setbacks.
Are the wolves still here? Are the wolves still here?
No. The wolves at this point are gone. The only wolves that remain are carcasses.
Are there any pelts?
Oh.
Or is there any skin left to be made?
You can go outside and find. There's a bunch of carcasses that can be.
But you fetch any wolf
You have to
skin
you would have
coat.
to do it very rapidly because the Ivory Horns are starting to collect the skins because they know they will also need them.
I'll get what I can. Or just, I'll take...
Roll a survival check.
Okay, yeah.
Ooh, can I do the same thing?
Roll a survival check.
Is that winter wolf still around? Or what?
Let me do the-
Sure. There were how many? Y'all killed. Y'all killed.
Two of them. There were two
Two
winter wolves.
winter wolves.
Was it?
And then like two bigger wolves.
Was it 2 winter wolves, 2 fanghounds?
Yeah.
Okay. So yeah, the one I'll say the meat is no longer salvageable, but
No,
yes, you
it's
can.
the hide.
Yes, you
That's all I
can.
want.
Go.
What?
Come on.
Would make a nice scarf.
You kind of and
That's rough. Oh, that's 15.
Wait, yeah, 15. Cool.
I'll say you can grab 2 wolf.
Okay.
I fuck it up royally.
You kind of get up there and
skin rips in half.
you kind of go up there and you're like, and you kind of like grab the skin, and then you see what you thought was like just dark stained fur. A badger kind of just kind of like,
Okay.
you have to like rush your hand up like it was just. It's like a
stupid.
It's like a tick that was just stuck on someone's like inner thigh for like 5 minutes. The badger just kind of waddles into the woods with a full belly. Just
I see that and I'm giggling. I do a low...
Oh my gosh.
you, Draco, kind of step out into the street and kind of are greeted with this fresh day, and it's a nice reprieve. It's a nice reprieve. There is actually a bit of a moment where you're like, okay, you have yourself. And then you, right as you have that, you hear this voice call out, Hey, stay! And you see, walking down the street, toting 3 big pack horses, like really beefy, hairy mares. The giant that was standing back just kind of looks at you.
I point to the leather work that's all down.
Thank you. Kind of just keeps walking. You would do him proud.
What was it called?
I have a hatchet and a dagger, and I have a short sword.
Just keeps walking.
I just take notes of it.
You also kind of come out. You wake up and you see that the Eucarpus is. Y'all fell asleep under the firelight, and you see Eucarpus is still.
He's dead. He passed away.
He passed away. Heart attack.
He lost the will to live after being talked to for 4 hours.
I saw Dope. Do I still see that guy? He's sleeping, right?
What, Eucarpus?
Yeah, Eucarpus.
Oh no, that is. You can go and find him if you slept in the tavern. I'll say you can try and find him, but.
Oh, I don't see him walking around town.
No, he's currently asleep. He's sleeping in.
I wake up and I yawn and I go.
I'm going to look for Brandon. What's your character's name?
Hembrig.
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 You like characters that have
sound
their
like
names.
Syphilis and hemorrhoids.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Next, my name's gonna be Aid.
Yeah. My next character's gonna be chlamydian.
Mine.
So.
It's relatively easy. You kind of take a minute, but he's outside the wall, and you see him kind of like harvesting a couple pelts.
Hi.
How's it going?
Well, I assume an opportunist like you is going to be heading for, oh my god, Athedern pretty soon.
Oh yeah. I mean, I'm not going alone. We made it. We all agreed, like 20% for each of us.
Oh yeah, I'm there. I forgot about that.
Right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
See.
Yeah. See? So it's Atherdern Owl Town for me.
What?
Atherdern is like right here as far as priority.
You haven't been told about the owl being.
How do you know
that's
about
right. That's right. You just know that.
How do you know?
Yeah,
It's going to be like,
Redacted.
That dirty bitch.
blue fire!
Stabs the other guy that gave the information. Stitches.
Tell us how you know!
To the horror of the 3 children.
Where's the trigger? I want to punch him right in the face.
I'm all in for that.
Well, I know you don't know this.
There's a cool tower.
I just tell him about the. You know about
You
the.
get the
Download from Torrent Network.
Okay.
It's gonna go through this whole thing, but just fuck it.
So that.
Hey, you're learning
that's
how to
where
play
we think the beings that sort of put us here reside, right?
Whatever came through this town was on its way there. So that's our best chance of getting
Like
it.
people we woke up fighting against, they also went there.
Okay. We woke up fighting against the wolves.
No,
No,
sorry.
whatever
The
caused the
battleground,
Oh.
or whatever caused the
okay.
wolves.
We woke up in like the ruins of a battle. Yeah.
Okay. All right. Okay, that's good.
Was that coming in
Alright.
clutch with the name, Phil? I didn't even tell him. I pointed at him and he was like, Athedern.
It's a skill. It's a skill when you're DMing.
Just knew.
Now you can say your
Yes.
priority line.
Yes. Okay. So right up
The
here.
workshop with this.
So like loot, wolf pack loot first, right?
Yes.
And then we do the tower. Is that
Yes.
cool? Okay.
Well, I suppose we're going
Is
to
that
need
cool
an
with you,
incentive
man?
to keep most of these people on track. Apparently, you have to pay more than 5 gold for a map these days. I don't know what.
Dude, maps are expensive.
Then now.
And
Back in
then
the olden days, it'd be like 50
We
gold.
go. Now.
Isn't gold $100?
Tomorrow.
Like
But
transactions.
maps are so rare, and they're
Okay.
literally like the most useful thing
Go.
possible. It's as if there's only 20 GPSs in the world. You know, those things are gonna be selling
Yeah.
for millions of dollars.
My character says to you,
why?
it's been a
We
pleasure
want to find out.
talking of some. Hey,
Oh god.
hey, Eucarpus.
He says his name.
Eucarpus.
I don't see
It's
this
been a
guy.
pleasure you meeting my greatness, and it's been alright for me likewise. So I will see you. For a wizard does not merely stay where he is in the universe, and a wizard as great as me, of course, wouldn't. And that is what I'm explaining to you. I cast it. And so I will be on my very way. You are welcome for meeting me in this grave. Hey, you carpet. Yeah, okay, bye.
You walk out, you all have yourselves. You all
You
have
just
the
run
journey.
straight into me.
Are you at the door?
What do y'all like to do?
Yeah.
Are y'all heading to Athedern? Are y'all heading to the tower?
My vote's after.
Well, we haven't met up with you guys yet, so me and Nathaniel currently.
Don't we need to leave quickly because he's only giving us a 3-hour head start before all?
No, he's giving us an entire day.
He's giving you a 1-day head start.
A 1-day head start.
Yeah.
He says, in pretty much in context right now, tomorrow morning at dawn, his riders will ride and take everything in Athedern. That is about.
So we go now?
Yes. I just made up with you, so no.
I want to get there.
But I don't want to go by myself to Athedern. So.
I know you guys don't know this, but there's a tower.
I had a tower once.
No, you didn't.
Man, I had so many
Shut
plans
up.
on how I was going to disperse that information slowly through the group.
I sling my back.
Yeah.
Do I know which door it is that we're leaving out of?
Slowly building my
You're currently
influence
outside.
Within
Oh, we're
So
outside.
we can say y'all begin to start.
I begin walking.
Really get you
We're
guys
also
on this
getting
point.
They're currently not
If you didn't
fast
make
at
fire,
anything.
just
You
change the
need to like
color
a
of it.
painting station and
Just take someone
everything
to
to
make a fire first.
actually like work into your leather.
Right,
So
so
keep
you're
them
like-
until you get that.
Alright.
Assistant, make the fire, make the fire.
Dun, 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 dun.
So y'all are making it to Athedern?
Yeah.
Yep.
Okay.
Walk in.
So
As long as our
you
name's wired
who
in the
has
counters
who has
over
the map?
Is there a map?
I have
Remember
a
there
map.
was a
hand
small
drawn map.
drawn map.
I have a
Bootleg. We were given bootleg
Alright.
map.
Whoever was
Because I was sitting closest to corner.
whoever has the map, I will ask you to make a survival check
Ooh.
to navigate yourself through the two landmarks to.
Who has highest survival score?
He's a scout.
Oh, look, you have a survival score.
I have a 5.
Oh, I have a 4.
Wait.
A +5 of survival?
Yeah, it's +5.
Oh, you double thieves' tools and stuff.
Damn.
So,
How much you got?
How much? Hey, bro, let me see.
brother.
How much?
4.
Who's leading us?
Anybody especially good? I mean, I'm good generally with maps, but is anybody?
I can do it.
Oh my goodness.
Okay, I'll have you
I'm
make
really
a
good at
survival check.
Let me see the map.
You got a nice +5. You can do that.
You're gonna fight a +5, my
You screw up, we get no treasure.
What?
that. Yep.
Okay. I'm actually kind of nervous.
Because we'll be a day late, and then they'll all be gone.
That natural one there, Brandon?
That'd be a no, not a natural one. He got a nice fat +1 bonus to that natural one. He's got a 2, so he's
Can I have
7.
7.
Not till an
So,
hour later.
So is there any way?
so you pretty much are. You begin making your way northward.
We just started though, right?
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah, we started in the
The
morning.
best, yeah,
So
the best
we're at
place
the
to get
tower.
direction wrong. The start.
Yeah.
So you begin to set out the journey. You kind of have it, and you begin making your way north, and you're pretty much to the east of some woods. You're to the east of some woods, and it doesn't take.
We're near some woods, guys.
It doesn't take long for you to come over maybe one of the rises, and you can, see the shimmering water far, far on the horizon of Lake Secession. But kind of a couple hours in, it's like you should have hit the first landmark and you haven't seen it, and you think you're steering a little bit away from the forest, but he said it was in the forest, so I'm gonna have you make another
Guys.
survival check.
None of these trees look like any in the woods.
Can I assist him?
Yes, you can.
So, you
So
get
roll with
advantage.
advantage, Brandon.
Okay.
I'm like, okay,
I like the
maybe we
idea
should
we're
both
just
look at the
following.
map.
Maybe,
Roll it again.
maybe put the dice tray on a flat surface, my guy.
There we go.
Well, turn around.
That was
Like, put on your ass.
22.
22.
22 is a lot better.
Then two.
And
Yeah, the 22 is all that matters. Yeah. it's
Okay,
22.
so
You had it upside down.
You really gotta roll the steps.
So
and the
this time you kind of take a moment and you pretty much just ditch the map for a second and you remember the two landmarks and you remember one of them is a mountain that looks like a half crest sickle. And I don't know where any of that is, but you go and find a high point and the nearest high point you can and you eventually pinpoint where that is. And it put on about another 2 hours to the journey. But you eventually make your way over to where you are back on track. I'll have you make one final survival check.
Okay.
Oh gosh.
Does he still get advantage if
Help,
I help him?
Yes.
this
Alright.
boy.
One final.
Okay, that's not bad. Roll again. You have advantage.
oh, I have advantage.
You
Okay,
have
so that
advantage.
was
So that was a 13.
that was 18.
Yeah.
That's mine, and
That's terrible. So the 18 is what we got.
18.
Okay, 18. So this time it's fairly easy now. You're on track. You know where you are. You follow the map.
You're not holding it upside down.
About another
I flipped it.
another hour into the journey. There's a note at the bottom of the map that said you'll know you're getting close when you see sparse pine trees. And then there's about an hour in where you start to get into this where there's field patches and there's patches of pine trees, but there's field patches and you kind of continue following until you look and you kind of can see through a patch of trees. You can see carved wood, like a wood plank. It's kind of sticking in the air, and you kind of take a second. I'll have all of y'all roll perception checks.
Oh, okay. So
My first roll. A natural 1.
16.
9.
19.
Too busy thinking about how amazing that old man was. I thought I was.
This. It's only gonna get old tomorrow after 6 hours.
Yeah, wait till he casts dancing lights 30 more times.
That's pretty low numbers.
You don't roll.
I
with
cast
advantage for
dancing.
this one, I don't think.
What'd you say?
I don't think you roll with advantage for this one.
Yeah, I know. It was
Oh,
just
sorry.
That 16.
16. So you, Pierce, and Nathaniel, all of y'all can kind of take a second as you see Hembrig kind of stop, and you look and you can kind of see that there is definitely some form of rubble on the other side of this tree line. How would y'all like to approach?
Let me go first, guys. Let me
Okay.
sort of sneak over there and check
Alright.
it out. So I hand
We're at the location.
him the map here, and then I would like to go stealth and
Roll a stealth check.
approach.
Grab 100%.
Have fun.
Let me find all the most valuable things.
It's classic road things. Not doing too well today, huh?
No, I'm not. No, I am not.
Hot damn.
6 plus 4 is 10.
10? So no real negatives. It's not anything special. No real negatives. But you kind of get up a little bit closer, and it's just kind of like awkward with them in like a patch of tall grass, kind of just staring at you, and you don't really feel like you're hidden, and then it kind of just distracts from your actual hiding from what's in front of you. But as you kind of go forward, you kind of just creep forward ever a little bit, and the first thing that hits you is you see snow and ice. Which is a little bit weird because it's cold, still a little bit warm for snow and ice. Kind of take a look. You can see you see a patch you're stepping on. It definitely is melting. It's from something. There was no storm, or there was no snow in the storm last night. But you kind of like go your way through the trees, and you can see in front of this like 50-foot circular, just patch of just an amalgamation of stuff. You see carriages that are flipped over. You see fallen like whole fallen trees. You see boxes. You see crates. You see items scattered about everywhere. You look. You can see large creature skeletons. Like you can see a mammoth skull. You can see different bones. Some of them still red. You can see all these different. It looks simultaneously like a wolf nest and a hoarder's closet, but everything is broken. But you can look and see, and you can definitely tell from, and with your experience with wolves, and you know for a fact that fanghounds are kind of a hoarder kind of creature. This looks like a hound's nest.
Okay. Can I check and see if there's any other, like,
Keeping your past perception
wolves?
checks, you do not see any other wolves, but what you do see is you see like a couple of the trees that are fallen. You can immediately tell they were fallen like in the past, whether weeks or whatnot. The wood is discolored enough, but you can notice that there is kind of a path. Like on the far side, there are like 3 trees that are freshly broken down, and there's this path of just disturbed earth and rubble that kind of curves through the middle of it, and then continues into the tree line with more broken trees and everything like that, like a trail. You would have to get closer to identify what kind of trail, though. But you do not see any other creatures, except for a couple vultures and some ravens that are kind of pecking at the bones with some stuff on it.
I go back up and I'm like, we're good for them.
You need to approach.
head down.
As you approach them, you see a bunch of crows just begin to like fly.
A murder?
A murder is now flies away. And you all kind of get a scene of this just, it's an amalgamation of different stuff and bones and carcasses. There could be some stuff valuable in here, but you're going to have to look and dig for it. And now all of you see this large trail that is kind of in the middle. For those of you who want to, I'll have you all roll a nature check.
I'll do that.
Yeah, man, nature.
Even though I'm not proficient in it.
15.
12.
18.
So,
Because it's intelligence. I was like, dang.
Well, and I have a +2 to everything, so.
Yeah.
What?
Yeah, bitch.
So you kind of catch on to this, that this is some form of large creature. You aren't exactly as sure what, but now you remember that the news was something had pushed its way into Athedern and was pushing the wolves out. Which is in and of itself is slightly a bit concerning, given the fact that you now know how strong all the wolves were. But you kind of look at it and you can kind of tell that this pattern of like weird blotched snow and like some ice structures is following the trail. And you can narrow it down to a couple creatures that could cause that. Maybe anything ranging from a what do they call it? A basilisk, maybe. Maybe rarely like a walking dragon, but you wouldn't really expect to see that much. You would expect to see more upper branch damage. Maybe a frost salamander, which are large creatures. Maybe one of those. But you know also that most of those are territorial, so it could still be in the area. But you don't.
I want to.
I cast dancing lights, right? And I then channel my inner detective. I figured it out. It's so if, as you can tell, by the branches and the snow, it's a lizard.
Is that right?
Who's looting and looking through all the rubbish? 1, 2, 3. Everyone who
All
wants
of
to
us.
roll an investigation check.
I will look as well.
Oh. Gosh.
13.
13? Okay.
4.
12.
Oh.
18.
7.
So you find the valuable, most of the valuable stuff, but there is a lot of stuff here.
Split 20%.
I didn't understand that part. No, I'm sorry.
I don't speak broke. I only speak Spanish.
Here's what you do.
You have no peso.
The first thing that hits your vision is you understand why the captain was going to come here. Lots of it is lumber. There's lots of skins. There's lots of leathers. There's lots of different building materials. But that's not why we're here. You find to start 2 very nice fur winter coats. Or excuse me, 4 very nice fur winter coats, like heavy winter coats that can be worn over armor. 2 are of wolf skin, 1 is of bear skin, and then 1 is of elk skin. And these are found on one of the carriages that is tipped over. And you kind of look in the carriage. This carriage is mostly, like, the inside was mostly kept intact, and you like kind of you kind of rip off the top of it, and it was a armor transport. You see suits of armor in there, but not like just like knight suits of armor. You see, you kind of just start pulling out. There's a bunch of suits of armor. You kind of pull them out and sort them. These are specialty armors, which are just. They're the normal armors, but they're flavored. There are 3 sets of splint armor. Each one is themed around a different animal. There is an elk splint armor, a raven themed splint armor, and a bear splint armor. Splint armor is heavy armor. Goes up to, I think, 17 is the AC. There is some breastplate in the themes of wolf, elk, and oak tree. And breastplate is medium armor, and that one gives disadvantage on stealth checks, but is like 14 plus dex. And then there are 3 sets of studded leather armor: a wolf, a raven, and a hawk. So there are those 3, and then studded leather is just full blown light armor.
Yeah.
What's the bonus for the studded leather again?
12 plus dex.
12 plus dex.
Got it.
And then you find 2 potions, 1 of greater healing and 1 of hill giant strength. You find 2,100 gold pieces and 2 50 GP emeralds and I can't remember your character's name, I think, because
I'll tell you,
young
Rust.
Alzheimer's.
Rust.
Yes, Rust. So Rust, you're kind of going through, and as you're kind of going through these armor sets, you find another box, and this one is a very thick oak box, and you look at it, it's very nice. It hasn't got much water damage. It's water sealed, and it's got these huge, thick rope handles on the side. In and of itself is about that long. You try and pick it up, and it is heavy. It's heavy, maybe about 2. Well, no, it would be about maybe 100 pounds.
Is it locked?
There seems to be kind of a lock. Yeah, there's a lock on it. You kind of, and you take it and you chop it off. You don't chop through the lock, but you chop through the wood. Even though it's nice wood, it's a heavy axe. And kind of lift it up, and there are 2 rows. There is a 2 high rows equaling or amounting to 10 bars of metal. I'll have you go ahead and roll a smithing or intelligence check.
Smithing, please!
If I heard that, can I also...
Oh wait,
try to see
what is the
metals
modifier
are?
for smithing?
Yeah.
Just if put it on an intelligence plus proficiency if you're proficient with smithing tools, just for a knowledge-based smithing check.
Okay. 10.
10.
Can I also try if I heard him cut open the box?
Are you trying to be stealthy? Well, not with
No,
cutting
not
open
with the box,
but
yeah.
hopefully you can kind of see it. Go ahead and make it as well.
Worse than that, so no.
You kind of look at that. That's not steel or iron. It's kind of a. It looks almost like a paler version of steel, or like a speckled version of steel.
I take a knife and I drag it along the ingot. My knife dull?
There's a definite dent and scratch where it was.
Where the knife?
Where on your knife.
Oh, on the knife. And
Yeah.
that didn't dull?
No.
Cool. This is better than whatever I have right now.
You take that.
Now you said it's 100 pounds?
Roughly, but it's carryable. It's carryable because of its container. I mean, the lock doesn't work anymore, but you can also spread it more evenly among your packs because you can take out the bars. It was the bars giving the weight, and you pick up the bars. They're lighter than you think. It's only because there were 10 of the bars that it weighed 100 pounds,
10.
but it actually feels lighter.
You distribute 10 evenly.
And then Draco, you're looking, and you see one thing. You see one thing that gets you. You look over and you can kind of see. You see two bodies, or you see two suits of armor. You immediately recognize them. The black dyed leather with the kind of the scalish pattern with of the armor pieces with white dyed cloth of Kirivostok soldiers. And you kind of look at it and you can see on one of them, there's 3 individuals. 2 of them have armor, but one of them, there's this kind of this like, it would have been a torso. It's decayed now, but it's still in the stages of decay of a torso. And on its back is a leather, kind of like a satchel. And on it are 3 tubes, 3 leather tubes.
I'm gonna go open the leather tubes.
You go and you kind of.
It's magic dust. It's used now.
You grab one and you kind of take it off of him, and it's very well nice and made, and you're like, yeah. And then you look and you kind of look in one of the pockets and you pull out. There's this very stained parchment that is got this writing on it, which reads kind of. And you read Draconic, right?
Yes.
It reads in Draconic. To his liege's best wishes of gift from friends, the finest from the finest Kirivostok cartographers. And you kind of, there are 3 tubes, one bigger one, medium-sized one, and a smaller one. Which one do you open?
Big one.
Big one.
It's magic dust, you die.
Oh my god. It's 3 mimics in a small box.
That's what gets in mimics.
But
The body opens up and eats you. It's a
I'll
minute.
still never forgive him by a mimic.
you unroll.
They get eaten or then peacefully.
Willingly swallowed, really.
Open wide.
Sorry, living time.
Open wide, baby. Let me explore your limits. Look.
Ooh.
You see a map in front of you.
Whoa!
Detailed world map in front of you.
Suck on that, Garrick.
Don't need you no more.
Ooh.
And you see it at the kind of the back of the behind. It is kind of the behind the text or behind the map written in Draconic is mainland or is continental. There are 2 more
Interesting.
tubes.
I'll go for the medium tube.
The medium tube, you pull it out and the inside is showing and you see Midland Regional.
Oh yes.
That
Yes. Zoom in.
Enhance!
is this.
Oh
yeah.
I love
music.
Yes.
Music.
It's the map. It's the map. It's the map.
Wait, hold on. I want to read these all by myself and not tell anyone else that I found them.
Oh crap! I'll close.
Oh, you're right.
You did not say you were stealthy, so unfortunately they can see you.
Oh! You guys know about the 2,000 gold I dug up?
It's like in those video games when you pull up something important, it just automatically appears on everyone's screen and you can't stop it.
What is IR and MG? Or do I not?
IRMG?
Yeah. What say? These.
So those.
You know nothing about.
No, you do, especially you. They're initials. Those are giant thrones.
Oh.
They have a map of giant thrones? Jeez.
Ooh.
Which was... Is MG Mogus?
Yes.
Focus.
And the
I've already captured it.
Yeah. Well, that is the front.
Where are we?
Well,
You
can I open the smallest map?
You open it, and it looks like it is a key to all of the symbols that are on there. Unfortunately, you open it, and it is filled with rainwater. You do not have the key for the map, but you have all of the symbols.
Oh,
No!
bastard.
Time to go kill some dragons.
Yep.
You know I'm down. Well, let's see. They said we were near Lake Succession, and we were near the border.
You are at the bottom side of Lake Succession. You will notice there's a little bit of a grid there. Each grid is 2 days.
So I'm assuming we're somewhere in here.
So you touch different things.
These are the woods. Yeah, I was like...
Actually, I have one. There you go. This one
Got that new
is
touchscreen
the-
glass.
This one is the one that is updated with the rivers. Sorry.
I love the whole first half of the session. We were talking about maps. Zach's like, damn it, just wait. Let's call them your tits.
So whenever you want, I can pull up either the world map or the regional map.
Sweet.
So nice having a table.
I know, that's why I got the glass, baby. Let's go. And with that loot, let me see if there was anything else. Nope. That is y'all kind of take inventory of this. While you're taking inventory, we're gonna take a quick break for food. Because it is
Wait,
2 p.m.
quick question.
Ain't no way. It's 2 p.m.?
Yeah, man. From the D&D, where time flies quickly.
So, yes, sorry I got off to a little bit of a slow start, but this is the loot drop from your first battle.
This quick question.
Yes.
If I have smithing proficiency, can I cannibalize Splint into plate?
8:15 West 8.
It'll take a while, but sure.
That's where we are.
It's
Which, I looked up, splint has metal, by the way. I used to think it was just wood planks,
No.
because it was splint.
No.
I gave you splinters.
So I am sorry it's off to a little bit of a slow start, but...
No, this is awesome.
Okay, so I
We can skip
can't...
forward
Alright, so
15
in that...
seconds.
Got it.
While
Then,
recording. We can go forward in time.
I don't know if that's how that works.
So
Hold on,
where are we?
Okay, so from now on, I will be able to... You all are skilled. Y'all are not noobs. Y'all are adventurers. I will actually let y'all know where y'all are. Y'all are at the tip side.
Y'all ain't no noobs.
Wow! Right there. You are at the base of Lake Succession and bordering the Nakamar Woods.
nice.
And
Does
said
Buckingdale even appear on this map?
No, remember Buckingdale. There are tons and tons of settlements that are too small to appear on this map.
What about these little...
Yeah, this is a really...
big ass settlement.
Those are
Yeah, it's really
they're not necessarily maybe big. They are of importance to the Kiri-Vostok Empire, which means they might be war targets. You don't know. This is a map of an enemy's region. It just got intercepted by wolves.
And this is the 2 days travel one, right? This is the scale.
They transition.
The biting
They transition.
That's cool.
No.
If not, rabbit tunnel. Rabbit tunnel. Okay.
Through the mountains.
You stand upon. Oh, they're recording.
It's already on.
Oh, sweet.
Water. Which one?
You all gather yourselves, and you now have inventory of the Apodern loot drop. You have the world ahead of you, and you now know where you are. It does not help with your memories, But you do know where you are and where you can go.
You four can keep the coats, by the way.
I'll take one.
Oh, I want to ask. The breastplates and the armor.
How do they feel?
How big are the
Oh,
breasts?
sorry.
Are
Do
like
they, if you're already wearing armor, do they stack or does it
No.
replace your armor?
It replaces your armor. You can only wear one set of armor.
That's a mustache there.
Can you imagine you just put on like 7 sets
did,
of mail?
No, I didn't know. I didn't know if a breastplate was the same thing as a suit of.
Yeah, so breastplate is a form of armor.
Nathaniel winced at me.
Because in real life, like you can wear chainmail and then put armor on top of it.
Yeah. So
Yeah.
No, so-
chainmail is a heavy armor.
Yeah.
The idea being like if you're wearing breastplate, that's all you're wearing. It's just a single like piece of breastplate, and then maybe like some leather things around your arms. So that way you're not really weighed down by anything. At least I don't think so. But
Does anyone want the Raven light armor?
Raven studded leather?
Raven studded leather. Does anyone want that?
You can have it.
do it.
Okay.
No, I already have chainmail armor, so I think I'm
Does- I don't
tapped
think
out.
I
Can bards wear armor?
Well, you have
Light
chainmail.
armor.
Splint is better than chainmail
Light armor bards can wear.
as
light
quality.
armor,
If
right?
I remember correctly, chainmail is 14, 15? Splint is 17.
Yeah, splint is better than what you've got.
Splint
Splint's
is
17.
better than what you the armor you're currently wearing.
What type of bear skin is it?
Wait.
Is it like
Brown
human
bear.
bears? Oh, it's a bear. Oh, never mind.
Is Splint like
You don't want split.
No.
heavy.
No.
You still need light armor, so you don't have disadvantage on stealth.
The studded leather is the only one out of these bunch who do not give.
No,
You
the
have
bears
pretty much
would be
breastplate,
like-
and then you have half plate. And the difference
But
between
not the bears
breastplate and
would be
half
like-
plate is a disadvantage on stealth checks.
I thought of a bearskin rug. Oh my god.
Go ahead.
Which of the armor is a splint armor?
There is a elk, a raven, and a bear themed splint armor set. And splint in of itself is thicker, thicker leather workings attached to like sometimes scaled metal plates, but also just like it's kind of like instead of like a knight's armor where it's all metal, it's like crucial pieces of the knight's armor that are metal, but the rest of it is like leather.
Mm-hmm.
Does that make sense?
And you were looking at the Raven set armor?
yeah the Raven?
That's the light armor.
The light armor.
The light armor,
Not the
raven.
splint.
There's medium.
There's like 3 different sets of armors.
But okay,
And all of them have different...
There's
3
9
with these.
sets of armor total.
yes.
3 light, 3 heavy, 3 medium.
Yes.
There are
Are the themings of the heavy the same as the themings of the light?
no,
No.
Oh,
because the heavy there is elk, raven, and bear. For the light there is wolf, raven, and hawk. For the breastplate there is wolf, elk, and oak tree.
Do the what is
The speed and tenacity of an oak tree.
I think what I usually like
What
to
is
talk
the-
about...
I think the Raven
brutal
is it just the
It's kind of the style. I mean, you
I
can
like
flavor
to
it
think
any
of
way you
it
want
as
into
the
your
thinking
into your
girl.
brain. Like I'm not gonna.
If you want one, take it. I'm Lego
It's like that is
disassembling
the
the other
theme of
2.
the armor set. Like
I just didn't know
Okay.
if they were
like
Well, I was
the fur coat on one of them might be like a bear
Where's it
skin
for
like
you? Probably
around the
right?
neck, but for like a raven it might just be
Yeah.
raven feathers
Oh.
instead or something.
okay, yeah. I was just
What does the
wondering,
Give me
bear
1 second.
have?
A bear.
The minutia of the
That was
detailing
done for a
I
reason.
leave to your mental theater. So it's kind of like it is a theme that you can like kind of pick how it is. If you want, I can describe it for you, but there's so many options.
I just didn't
that
want
it
to
is-
take. I didn't want him to have. Would both pick Raven sets of armor, and he is the light Raven. I have a heavy Raven.
Why? That'd
Although
be
we
hot.
could maybe matching. Yeah, who wore it better? I guess.
No. It's complementary. It's not clashing. It's complementary.
Just like
you guys look like 2 twins.
Just like Cheetos.
So studded leather armor is 14 plus your dex. So your AC is now 14. What is your dex?
Studded leather is 14 plus dex.
Oh yeah.
That is
So you
rated
my
because
armor
we're
will
two.
give me.
I don't know.
That'll take place.
Let me double
It'll
check,
be
but I'm fairly
12
certain.
Or for
Because
less
earlier you
damage, your normal
said
dexterity?
12 plus
wait.
dex.
No, that's
It'll give you +1 AC. Whatever you're wearing right now.
That
is
was the breast.
leather. You're wearing leather armor
yeah.
instead of leather
Well,
armor.
okay,
It's
so
one
armor. Whoa. Okay.
Which one do you want?
So splint is default 17. You have disadvantage on stealth checks. Studded
Yeah,
leather
that's
is 12 plus your dex modifier. It's not 14. I was thinking of the lighter, so it's 12 plus your dex. So if your dex is 3, you have a new AC of 15.
Okay.
And then heavy armors just have. Yeah, you're currently running a 16 AC pierce. If you upgraded to splint, it would be a 17.
He's gonna take one of the light
You have a
armors.
shield.
Which one?
Oh,
There's
I assume.
Wolf.
I was gonna say my AC
wouldn't be.
There is Wolf and Hawk now.
So it has to be
because
shield.
Raven is
Yes,
taken.
shield. So yeah, yours would be 19 now.
2
if
claw
you
because
took
you're
this.
small.
okay.
It'll make way more sense when someone casts fly on you.
I'll take the bear splint armor.
Bear splint armor. Okay.
Wolf probably makes more sense.
Okay, take it. Okay, so you take
Wolf studded leather. Wolf Raven. Bear splint. I don't know if you take any.
No, I already have studded leather, so
When we'll just
stick with the boring looking one.
Where'd that go?
You don't look like any
Are
kind
you
of
taking
animal.
any, Matthew?
Nope.
Yes, if I could find the note card that I had right around here. In the meantime, there's still 2 things of splint left, right?
There is the elk and the raven.
Okay, you're good, fam. I imagine it's probably not there. I'll get it in a second.
That's a nice view there, baby.
So what?
No, I got a nice view.
Oh yeah.
Zach was salivating remembering about the Cheez-Its.
It's fine, though.
Yeah, I lost a temper to it.
Dude,
Couch is
Oreos.
eating them.
But they're not Oreos?
I will
Plant-based
sit down
Oreos.
Why would
And-
you do that to Oreo?
real quick. Could you narrate one more time what we got? Because the couch ate my note card.
Well, it depends. Are y'all taking all of the armor sets to like sell? or-
I am going to sit down
Well, hold
and
on.
start disassembling the 2 heavy
I
armors.
had a thought, Matthew, though.
What you got?
If we take everything, all the armor, all the gold, all the
There it
whatever,
is.
aren't we like freaking over the guys that are gonna come later? And
So what you're
Yes.
saying we should pack all the lumber together, and I should cast fireball on it.
no, I'm saying
They want
Burn up a steak.
I'm saying we disassemble the armor.
These are specialty armor. There are other armors around.
I
These are just
literally
like
just
the-
need the splint one.
These are the ones worth mentioning.
Alright, so I'm gonna.
No,
Plus, most
I
of
love the
people-
sentiment. I just thought I was like, wait, are we like screwing over all the people in Buckingdale?
Yeah.
And
Probably most
if
of the
we
people
are,
also aren't
that's okay.
used to heavy armor like that.
So I'm gonna throw my hand. I take it they're not all around me, but I'm the ones that found the
Well, at
more
this point,
delicate valuables.
Yeah, they've been distributed. Stuff is being
Oh,
distributed.
stuff is being distributed. So I'm gonna take the 2,100 gold piece sack that, or wherever it was that found, and I'm gonna go. Vamos! And I'm gonna throw it about 10 feet in front of me, along with the 2 emeralds, and
We're all the hobo fight over it.
I'm gonna take. And I'm gonna keep the bars for now. And while they start distributing, I'm gonna start cannibalizing and getting all the metal from the
I'm gonna
split.
start eating them.
Yeah, I'm gonna get all the split metal.
For right now, do y'all want to just keep a group inventory instead of individual in regards to like items? Maybe not necessarily.
I think that's easier.
Did I
so
see
don't care.
him?
Yeah.
None of this has been done stealthy. All of y'all are aware of the stuff. That's
No, I guess it's more like I feel like we're not like necessarily solidified as a
No,
team.
you can have and say, "Oh, I have this," or "You have this," but keep it all in one place.
Sure. But if you have
Just
But anyway.
just checking.
I mean, the only things that we've currently kept are the armor and the gold, so there's not really a need for it.
Yeah, other than
Except
that,
for the
there's-
gold
We have
being in one spot.
There's emeralds and there's
Yeah.
2 potions, so
I forgot
which
about the
I've
potions.
chucked into the center. So
The gold and the emeralds can just go in a group thing. I don't really care, or we can split them
Do we
up.
want to put the potions in a group thing, or do we have to?
I think you have
It
to-
was a hill
It's
giant
Giant
strength.
and
potion,
greater healing.
But don't you already have
okay.
Hill Giant Strength?
I mean, I think he has hill giant strength.
I do actually have hill giant.
I have ogre strength.
Because he's a hill giant.
Yep.
Well, he's the hill giant, not the
No.
ogre. I just have hill giant strength.
Oh, you're an orc.
Yeah.
Anyway,
Orc and ogre. vastly different things, my guy.
Listen, I can use that word, you can't.
Technically, an ogre.
With the hard R, yeah, my
physically
ogre.
Okay.
Ogre, please.
What are y'all doing? Y'all have the loot in front of you. What
Come
would
through
y'all
that
like to do?
ogre, or are you gonna...
Do I need to roll any sort of check for the armor?
Go ahead and roll smithing check, which I'll say can be your dexterity or intelligence.
And are we splitting up the gold or just throwing it in one group?
We're throwing it in a group, but if you divided it, we would...
Oh, okay, 19.
19. I'll say you can get the parts and you can store it fairly easily.
Gotcha, sling that over my back, I got everything I need.
That's what you all. That's what everybody says.
I'll take whichever
Your
I
AC is
normally
15 now.
5 minutes.
they didn't pick up. I'll take it to sell.
Okay, then you will take. Well, there's only one left, and that is the
You already have that.
hawk armor set. Cause Blaine took the wolf and you took the raven. So Blaine, or here, so you took the bear. You're not taking any. You're not or you took the two heavies and disassembled. Blaine got Blaine. Cool.
Yeah.
You take this moment.
And then there's the 4 coats that you guys.
Yes, we have 4
The 4 coats. Yeah, you can keep the 4 coats just on your pack. They are very nice coats, and they will help for when the weather gets.
I guess we go to tower.
Donde Steve.
How do you...
Where are we going?
To the
He's inside of
tower.
each other's ass.
Tower.
I'll take the map, I guess, and lead us there.
Hold on now.
Whoa.
All the weapons get pulled. Whoa!
I cast fireball.
On the map.
So
Incinerate.
if y'all are going to the tower, with the instructions he gave y'all, I will have you roll a survival check with advantage.
Okay. I'm trying to decide.
Do we want to let anyone else roll a survival check?
No, me! I'm gonna do it.
What do you mean? You have
He's just-
Your plus 5 ain't worth jack shit when you roll 3.
It's okay. He has advantage, and he's a scout. He's a scout rogue. He's good at these kinds. He's supposed to scout.
18.
He's a
18.
Yeah.
Okay.
He's a what?
It takes it doesn't actually take long. You now know where you are. You have pinpoints. It seems to be working very well. You begin navigating towards the lake, and it's easy eventually to get to the lake's edge. And it is a very beautiful day. But at this point, it is starting to get, I'll say, it's about 2 in the afternoon, given the travel time of the detour. And you kind of just begin to make your way, kind of traveling.
Can I try and craft a fishing rod?
Not while you're traveling, but if you want to stop, you can.
Just along the way, just whittle it. Yeah.
Yeah, we're next to a lake, right?
You can, but if you stop, I'll say.
Can I myself stop and then?
You are now
one leading
The one leading up.
Well, they know where to go.
Or why James
Turn
like
right
pulls
now.
it up?
All right, park now while I make a fishing rod.
Following stops.
You go about. I'll say you can go about 3 hours. It's about 5. The days are getting shorter, so the sun is starting to show a sense of going down, which means y'all are going to want to start looking for shelter.
What?
Shelter in the
Shelter?
tower.
Is there a snowstorm coming?
No, but you know that shelter is just generally a good thing to have when wandering the wild because of the things that can either stumble upon you, find you. Lots of things come out at night. There are lots of things that just wander around. There are bandits and with a lot of people or with a lot of natives. If the looting Yotun tribe finds you, they won't wake you up, and other assorted creatures. There's a lot of dangerous things that make it more necessary to find shelter. If you don't, there's more.
How far away are we from Owl's Tower?
I will say, right now, sun setting, I'll say you clock it, you can see the mountain about maybe 2 hours. You can keep pushing, you'll get there right as dusk falls, but
That's
you can keep pushing if you want.
I'd say we just keep going.
Yeah.
That's my vote.
Yeah.
Screw the fishing rod.
Yeah.
Screw it.
Cool. So you continue to journey, following along these steps of the lake. There's no current fog, even though you look out into the lake and you can't see a ashore. It is massive, massive in size. You continue forward for about 2 hours. You start to make your way up around this. Yes, it's not. It's like one of the mountains you see driving to Oklahoma. It's not a large scaling mountain, but it would take a couple hours to, or it'd take an hour to scale. Kind of make your way around it and begin starting to make your way up the actual hill. And at this point, I'll have whoever wants to helmet a perception check for this journey. By the way,
Here I got. I'm gonna go see him. You can go if you want.
No, go ahead, man.
Dude, gotta make use of that high wisdom. No one else here has it.
No,
I'm +7 too.
that's persuasion. No. You should let me do the check.
No, yours would be a +4, so
Oh, well.
you didn't take proficiency. 19.
19. Okay, as you are going, you kind of just take the moment as you're kind of walking and spin a little bit, but you can see through the trees. You look and you can see about maybe 200 feet ahead of you this large in width, not really in necessary height, but you can see kind of this, like the mountain would have a sheer face, and like leading up to it is a more flat line, and you kind of see the trees begin to break, and the tower kind of stands. It's it's a wide tower made of like rough stone bricks. And with a 19, you can see it kind of angles up. It gets thinner towards the top, but at the top you see this this figurine of an owl that has its wings spread, and the spread wings are like the highest floor of the tower. You can see archery ports kind of going along the center. And you can see there's just kind of like some bases of trees around them. Sun is starting to set. You see the tower. It's about 200 feet away. Are y'all doing anything as you approach, or are you just going straight in?
I'd like to make it fishing.
Is this tower supposed to be abandoned? Or
No. Well,
Yeah.
we know that whoever came through Buckingdale was going here, so
Oh.
there's probably someone here now. Before now, maybe abandoned. I don't remember.
does it look like there's anyone there?
You'd have to get closer to find out.
I'll get closer, guys. I'll make a
Sacrifice for the team.
I'll go stealth. I would like to approach the tower
I'm gonna go stealth.
with my bow.
Go ahead.
In your fishing rod?
Oh, I'm glad you didn't leave your bow behind.
But his bow's drawn. His arrow's been prepared.
And my axe.
How close are you getting, Brandon?
Like 100 feet.
100 feet? You can't see very much from 100 feet. If you wanted to like really see stuff, you'd have to get closer.
I would like to get as close as I can to see something.
Okay.
And I rolled a 25.
25 on
People
stealth.
randomly talking.
Okay.
I don't know.
So you kind of just take the moment. Dusk is beginning to fall, and you kind of creep your way forward, looking at this tower. Immediately strikes you. This is very fine craftsman, not usually found in Midland. Usually stone is a lot more rough carved. Kind of make your way, get close. And y'all, how far back are y'all?
You said 200 feet.
Yeah.
Well, he is now
With my
getting
bow.
Within like 50. So
Okay,
he's
no,
advancing.
we're
So I
like-
don't know
we're
if y'all
like-
are-
I will get like 120.
you didn't. No, you didn't. You didn't. We're staying back wherever.
Okay.
However
So
far we
y'all
were,
are
yeah.
saying this. So
We're
you
waiting
kind of,
for him to die.
you
or-
kind of get you get kind of closer up to it, and you can see like the trees blowing. You see some like fallen stone to the side of it. Something you do see is in the ground below you, kind of the path leading up to it seems to be very well tread, as if there's groove marks. There was some kind of activity recently.
Do I see like any light?
Kind of. But roll a perception check.
What'd you get on your stealth roll?
25.
Okay, yeah, you're chilling.
I'm screaming with no pants.
There, 10.
Hey, no pants,
10?
no service.
get up, you don't see like any individuals.
You can have a shirt off. You can have shirts
You
on.
don't
but
hear
gotta keep the pants on.
anybody. Which take that for a good or for a negative. You don't hear any voices. You don't hear much movement. You don't hear much going on right there. But you can get closer if you want and take a look. Like at this point, I would say you're 50 feet. If you want to get to like 20 feet, you can see the doorway, which is like there's no actual door. It's just like an archway. You can see into it if you want to even go and look inside of it, or.
Is there like a window close by that I can maybe?
There's a ton of archery ports, but you can't really look inside an archery port because they're about that wide and about like that tall.
That's how big Brandon is.
So
In the game.
Are there any that I can just like walk up to?
Stop making
probably the front gate or the front entrance, but you don't have to peek in. I'll say you can get closer and see if you can hear anything else in there as well.
Okay. So just
You will keep your same roll. So you kind of go up quietly. It's that moment where you realize your friends are 200 feet back, and you get close and you do hear something.
It all goes dark.
so you're like
You hear like two, maybe three sets of breathing. It seems to be incarnate. It seems to be
Boss battle starts.
Oh, you just hear Dark Souls.
probably sleeping.
Health
You
bar
can't-
appears on your screen. The sleeping
You
menace.
can take a look inside if you want, but it's
But remember the boss music.
It's fine. There's a bonfire just past the door. It's a shrine.
yes. I will peek inside. I will peek inside. I'm not gonna.
Wait, is
one
he?
last stealth check.
Is
For
he?
peeking inside? I'll say one last. stealth check.
Is he on?
The doorstep.
can do this.
So
If
it's
you
the
mess
tower.
up, this will-
round?
Okay.
There's an
So
archway.
he's not inside the walls.
Is this the stealth?
21.
One. Very quiet. Kind of put your hand on your finger along the wall so you kind of take in it, and you can see three. You can see kind of.
Closer roll.
You can see three masses in there, kind of just laying on the ground. Two of them are kind of laying on the ground. One is kind of like hunched over. It's this palish green skin, which is immediately off-putting because you look and it's like, are there holes in it? It looks like there's like holes in the flesh, but the flesh is alive. It's not like old and rotted like an undead creature. It's just like this whole like carven creature, hulking with this like greasy black hair that like spews off the head you can't see, kind of. And you see two more of them kind of just hunched over in the corner. Big figures, maybe about 7 feet if they stood up. But they currently asleep. At least two of them are. You can't tell what the third one is doing. That's kind of just like his back is facing you, but he's kind of just.
Yeah. I am going to sneak back to my pals.
You sneak back. We'll just keep your stealth check.
How's it going, acquaintance?
And I inform them of my findings. Do I know?
Roll a nature check.
After he tells us, can we also try?
Yes. Anyone who would like to go ahead and make a nature check.
Wait, to do what? What are we doing?
29? I won't
If
roll.
you want to think about what type of monster.
No, 20, not natural.
That body.
Oh,
looked
I heard
like the body of
29.
a
I'm
troll.
like, Jesus Christ.
Oh,
You.
nature is the most important stat in the
That's,
game.
you don't remember
so I expect
the wounds,
Yeah, that's what I was
like, the
thinking.
visible wounds and everything.
9.
Like it was on all of them. It just gave off like a
One.
sickly aura, but it
Is there
definitely
even a point in
was
rolling anything
a troll
between 1 and
figure.
10?
Which trolls are?
Yes.
Trolls are not to be
That's called
trifled
you
with.
miss.
They're not the most dangerous, but if there's 3 of them, that's a problem. But it's not.
Was there trolls?
It's a troll frame.
That means inside of the frame, there's
seems like a gerbil piloting it.
Gerbils?
Gerbils.
We got 3 trolls in the tower. So, 2 of them are sleeping, the other one's doing something. But it's like, they seem wounded, but there are 3 of them. And they, looks like they kicked the asses of the wolves that almost kicked our asses.
Would 3 trolls be like reasonable for a group of our size?
Oh no, that's nope. Don't ask
You
that
fought
question.
you fought trolls before. You're a little bit disconcerted by the fact. I mean, trolls are not the most uncommon monster. 3 of them can be a problem, but you don't. What did you roll in the intelligence check for?
9.
Yeah. You don't remember hearing about them with like the visible wounds could mean they're wounded, so they could already be weakened, maybe by what came through.
We can give him a reason to wake up.
What if we did do that?
I don't
and
think we
led
want to destroy
them
the tower.
away
Thank you.
from the tower.
Could just give him a nice bonk on the head.
That'll cook.
And I sling my shield over my shoulder, bring it over to my left arm, and I saunter to the front of the gate.
Not stealthy.
Nope.
Okay, so you
I
kind
follow.
of.
What?
You see him take his shield and start walking.
I did say we give him a reason to wake up.
You get about 15. You get. You can walk out into this little roll area beforehand. Are y'all following?
Yeah.
Okay. Stealthily?
Or I'm following stealthily.
Nope.
You keep your
No
normal
stealth.
stealth. No stealth?
No. Okay.
Or I am the greatest wizard.
So you kind of are walking up, and do you just walk all the way up to the front, or?
Are you not?
There's a tower. It's like a little area.
I'm going
Actually,
to
no, I
approach
got you.
I'm approaching
I got
the
you,
front
I got
door.
you. Hold on a second.
In the most I'm selling something way possible.
Okay. So,
Oh, yes.
So we're gonna try this out. I made this at break, so we're gonna see if it works. Where's the figurines?
Oh, shit.
Oh dear. Mine's a little bit big.
Do you know where the oh? Can y'all find your figures?
Yeah, Pierce, can you hand me mine? It's to your right.
Right there.
That's the rum.
Yeah.
Thank you.
The hell is that?
This is carpal tunnel.
With the dash from Toyota.
Yep, with a dash of Toyota.
That is the worst.
How's a speedometer?
Carpal tunnel.
Sorry, loading time.
New challenger approaches. Carpal tunnel.
Loading time. Oh, damn.
Damn.
Wow.
Really, what the fuck?
Did you see it? It's like a hand.
It's carpal tunnel.
It's carpal tunnel, dude. I don't know what to tell you. There it is.
I've said multiple times, and you keep asking.
I know, I keep asking. I
Okay,
keep not
so
understanding.
you saunter up to the front with your shield in hand, ready, and you walk to the front gate, and you see the three figures who, 2 of them are kind of on their backs and kind of with their head turned, and like all 3 heads just immediately turn to you, like they're awake because they heard the jingling of 10 bars of metal as it approached.
Can I ready an action?
So there's this moment where you look at it and you're like, ooh, because like it's a troll's face, but like there's parts of the cheek missing. That's like a tissue showing. It doesn't look like an undead because it looks alive. And there's this moment of just, and there's this, and just this lunge forward as the one that was on his back jumps up and lunges for you.
Well, the negotiations were short.
I'm gonna have you roll initiative.
Oh, yay!
I didn't have time to ready an action.
No.
go.
D&D battle.
Can I
There
roll
it is.
initiative?
Okay.
I do so.
Alright, so. Boom.
There we go.
Boom. This one's not any different. I just ran out of figures.
21.
21. Okay.
Bonus.
Let's go 20 to 25. Playing at 21. 21.
15 to 20.
15 to 20.
16.
What are you at? 15 to 10.
14.
16. Okay, so Brandon and Matthew are the same one. Cool.
The same person. Oh my goodness, that's a big.
It's not
It's
different.
a
It's not
big-
different. I just ran out of figures.
I mean, there's 2 big guys and 1 small guy.
Pierce, what did you get?
2.
Okay.
It's a blue flame kind of moment.
Do you know how many times you can use
You're hidden.
Guided Strike? Is it just once per long rest?
Right now, because you only have one channel
Is-
divinity. Guided Strike is a channel divinity.
Yeah.
work.
Do I only
Okay.
have one?
Yes.
I think you get one at you get a second at 6 or something like that. Okay, so the boys.
Channel divinity for
Boys are back in town. Wow, the boys rolled terrible.
That's good.
They all roll
Yep.
natural ones and they have -5.
Okay.
So we're gonna all go.
All right, but I will say the one does get an attack on you as it was lunging forward. What?
Lame.
All right, so one attack against you. We'll say it is a.
Are we supposed to place our characters?
Yes, yes. I know where Matthew is.
Let me be all nice in front.
Well, yeah.
Well, Matthew, go place yourself up.
That is a 23.
Where are you gonna be,
hit,
Matthew? Choose. It's really difficult when we're all based around you.
All right. What?
That's a
23 hit.
large
That's
distance
gonna
to
hit.
lunge.
Yeah,
That's
wait,
impossible to lunge.
Wait,
Well,
wait,
hold on,
wait,
hold
wait.
on. Matthew
Yeah,
is
are we
he's
inside?
at the door.
Are we inside?
Oh, wait, never mind.
So this is the door. You said you went up to the door.
So the
right?
tower is
Yeah,
smaller.
I didn't think I got all the way to the door.
I thought you said you walk up to the
Yeah,
door.
no, I just didn't know we were all getting there.
Yeah, no, it was walking up to the door. Lunge
I
out.
totally would have done that.
I'll say you could have prepared an action if you were preparing the dodge action. Right?
Yeah, dodge, yes, but
All right,
nothing
so
else.
disadvantage against you. It's still a non-natural 20.
That is going to hit.
Okay, so
Please, would he see that?
okay, so you're gonna take.
So he had the highest AC in the party.
Would, but
If only I had as high as AC as this weird guy named Vendir. You never get hit.
Never.
Damn it!
He's never gets hit.
Vendir has never lost a single point.
I listened to the recording.
Vendir's gone down to 0, I think, in all like
Remembering
the four
flashback to that time you got hit by the cannon.
I think the cannon took
I
it
got-
out.
so you take
I got hit by a
Matthew.
lot of
You
things.
take 10 points of piercing damage.
Okay.
As it kind of, you put your shield up, its claws kind of wrap around your shield, and the helm kind of comes up and bites.
Its claws.
Yes. And you also take
nails are
a 9 points of necrotic damage.
Okay, cool.
As it kind of gets in it, there's this sickly aura. This is like it's some form of sickness is affecting these trolls, and it's emanating from the trolls around it.
Okay, so they hit really hard. Nice.
Yeah. So that is going to be its turn. Bring us to the top of the initiative order, Monsieur Blaine,
I use Crown of Madness on the first guy.
the one that's attacking Matthew.
Yeah.
Which kind of save is that?
Wisdom. How do I calculate what wisdom save is?
It's the same thing as your normal space. It's DC.
They all show the same one.
Okay, 6.
It's 15. He now has to attack a creature of my choosing on his turn.
Oh gosh.
Okay.
It's math.
Yep.
It's always
So he's gonna.
So
turn
as
around.
you hit it, you watch as you hear the goblinoid voice speak something in some kind of language, and you watch as almost like the flames of a fireball, they kind of just you see like little flame tendrils go into his pupils for a second, like a flash, and they like this tuskus mouth that just is now looking a little bit more frantic. Okay, are you gonna move or anything with your turn?
No, but I am gonna cast Bardic Inspiration.
Oh yay!
Or Matthew.
And then seeing this, you remember his wonderful fireball, which is like, okay,
Remember,
you've got a fire. Which,
remember, Sorok, the greatest wizard, is behind you.
have
Move forward.
all of y'all
Just
roll
hold
an
on.
intelligence. Well, actually, no, I'd say Brandon, and Pierce.
Yes.
Y'all two roll intelligence checks, and you go ahead as well.
Me?
No.
11.
11.
13.
15.
15. Okay, you two do remember that there is a weakness to trolls, and that is trolls do not like fire. So, you do not remember this. Just for the record, you two do not. But so that is going to bring it to Blaine's turn. Nathaniel.
Well.
Oh God!
It's back.
For a split second, I'm in darkness.
We're entering the void.
All right, we're gonna.
We all had banishment and came back 10 years later.
Okay, Nathaniel, which character are you?
I'm Carpal Tunnel. How could you not remember me?
1, 2. Okay, cool. You're fine.
The first bad guy won.
All right, I'm going to go ahead and bonus action Giant Might. I'm now a large creature.
Whoosh! Now you're now
Whoosh!
big.
And we're gonna do an attack on the white one because racism. With a longbow.
Okay.
If I need to move, I would. I just
No, I'll say you can.
From over here, I can't tell if I could hit them.
Yeah, you're good.
Cool. That's gonna be a 27 to hit.
That will hit.
Right. That's gonna be 15 points of damage.
Okay. So, 15. Okay. Yeah, sorry. These trolls were stupider
Never got
for negotiation.
Okay. Second attack. Same person. This one's gonna be 21 to hit.
Same.
9 points of damage.
Okay. So that's cool. So you summon the giant mind. You take a long bow. 2 arrows fly through the gateway and slam into the side. The arrow sinks like it doesn't necessarily look as much as though it was hurt more than normal, but the arrow sinks deeper than it should have, almost as if the flesh is just clinging onto the bones. Kind of gets ready. Is that the end of your turn?
Yes.
All right. So, that would bring it to Brandon and Matthew. Which I'm going to say Brandon go first because you have the higher dex.
Yeah, you got higher decks. Go
It's
for
your
it.
turn. You are hidden from them because you did stealth.
Okay. Can I get further behind this rock?
Further.
Sure, if you want, you can move yourself. Each square is 5 feet.
Hide.
I want to go right there.
Okay.
And I want to try and start. How much of my movement? I have 25.
So now you have 4 squares.
Oh,
4 squares in movement.
I want to try and start a fire to light my arrows on fire so I can shoot them.
Okay. Okay. Okay.
I don't know.
So, well, I'll tell you what. With your efficient, I'll say it's not like some of the sticks, but I'll say you can try and start a small fire on that fallen log that is next to you if you want to try that. Because I'll say that's the fuel that you could use.
Yeah.
Okay, go ahead. I will have you make a survival check.
Yeah.
This is going to be a really high DC to like do it in one.
What's your
'Cause that is a 6-second fire.
In one?
Ooh, 17.
17? Okay, you're on your way. You didn't make the, you get it in one turn. But I'll say you've got like the stuff set up and you're getting ready to go and you've done your first fire bed and it's starting to smoke. You're starting to get smoke, but you do not have a fully functioning fire just yet.
Okay. Do they see me?
You were still hidden at the current point, so if you want, you haven't done anything to alert them to your presence.
Okay.
So is that your turn?
Yeah.
All right, cool. Matthew.
I'm at the threshold, right?
You start your turn next to one. So you take, unfortunately.
The one he's next to, I have control over.
Yes, but there is an aura.
Oh.
So, oh no, it is at the end of each of its turns, so you are okay. So, but you feel this, like, sickness. This like, blight that is just emanating from these trolls. If you were to stay there long, it might be hurtful.
How big is the room?
Each square is 5 feet, 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35 feet across.
Okay then. So I'm gonna cast Shield of Faith on myself.
Okay.
I am now concentrating. And I'm gonna whack that guy twice.
Alright, go ahead and whack that.
Yeah, that. You know what?
I got it. Thanks,
I will resist wading into the center of them.
nightmares, dude. Must be the memory loss.
You wade into the center?
No, I'm resisting.
Okay. Alright. This is the one against the Crown of Madness.
23.
Yeah, that will hit.
First one.
Does Crown of Madness say anything about if the creature takes damage?
22. No, it doesn't. I checked.
Okay, so 2 both hit. Roll
Both
damage.
hit. We're gonna make them normal. This seems like a very normal battle. Hold on 1 second, y'all. Okay, so he takes 21 points
Okay.
of slashing damage.
So that's 1. Okay, cool.
Alright,
nice.
And then,
Wait, which weapons are you using? Slash or your axes?
yeah, I'm just using the axe.
You just carve into it. You see bits and pieces of them fly out each time. It's like cutting butter. Just.
Alright, time to make a stupid decision, but I really can't afford to stick around. I'm gonna back up.
All right, he's gonna take an attack of opportunity against you.
It's
No, you control him, right? What does the spell say?
The spell basically says he controls who the first attack is at each time when you start your turn.
When you start your turn, so this is outside of his
Yeah,
turn.
and-
So
okay.
he will be able to make this,
You-
but it will
you-
cost him his reaction.
Yeah.
Bite attack, but that's a natural 6. So I'm gonna say with Shield of Faith, 14.
Nope, that's gonna miss.
All right, so this one just tries and bites you again, but this
I'm
time
gonna dodge
straight
around the
across
side. 1, 2, 3, 4. There we go. Get around the outside of there. So
Okay.
there's like a nice open.
All right, cool. At the end of your turn, it is now their turn.
Okay.
No one starts there, so they kind of just kind of like jump. They kind of like move in jumps. So the first one, the one that's gonna move. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
That's the one.
Oh no, that's the one. That's the one you're attacking your turn. So
He's got a swipe.
So he's gonna slam that one against the wall.
all right, so he's gonna go 1, 2. Bite attack against the second one. Well played. Bite attack is gonna hit. So he deals a total of
Short Fred.
1, 4, 8. Oh, hold on a sec. They have. Okay, so cool. So he's gonna take 9 points of damage. Yes, 9 points of damage. So. Okay, so you watch this kind of just a flare in his eyes. He rushes over, he bites the one troll that kind of gets mad at it.
You're like, God damn it, it's a troll.
No. Okay, so with that turn, I'll say it's only the first attack, right?
Yeah, it's only the first
Okay,
one.
so
But it's
he
also its
has
movement, so.
his whole movement, or
No, it doesn't eat anything other than the first
No,
one.
it says his movement.
is it his whole movement? Because he used his movement to get up there, which is. But if he still has movement, he's going to continue to move. Because he used 1, 2. So if he has 4 squares left. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay.
No, it doesn't say anything about movement. No.
All right, so he's going to move over here then. He doesn't get in range of you, Matthew. He is not in 5 feet because he only has. But you watch as he kind of rights himself and kind of rushes out. Frick you! The other troll also will take his attack of opportunity against the other troll for biting him. But that will miss because it is a natural 2. So he'll just take a swipe at him and miss. But that will bring it to the other 2.
What about Blanco?
Yes, well, it's now both their turns. So, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Which square are you in, Nathaniel? You're in 4.
I'm trying to be. He's directly in front of me.
Okay, cool.
Because that's the one I'm trying
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
Ooh.
So, against you, Nathaniel, he's gonna open up.
He's about to get clapped.
Nathaniel. First attack is a bite attack against you. Natural 4 for 12.
Misses.
12 misses. So you watch as you kind of just sidestep a little bit out of the way as the bite comes. But when he does that, he takes both his hands and tries and runs them across your chest. All right, that is going to be another natural 4. But that one is going to be a dirty 20.
That one will hit.
So you will take 2d6. Another d6. 8 plus 4, 12. You'll take 12 points of slashing damage plus 4 points of necrotic damage. So you take a total of 14. 14 points as you just block one, but the other one kind of scrapes its claw across you. And then that is going to be the end of that one's turn. And then the other one is going to attack you. It's going to be a bite against you, Savrog, the greatest wizard, for 20...
Thank you.
24.
I'd say that on hits.
Alright, you're going to take...
Damn.
Our wizard's going to go down because he's
14 points of necrotic damage and 7 points of slashing damage.
21 in total.
Okay.
Oof. And then that brings it to the end of their turns, which means you take...
Well, real quick, the one in front of Blaine needs to make a wisdom saving throw. As a room lights up on my arm.
Thank you. I was like, for what?
Yep.
What is it?
Being the greatest wizard.
Which wisdom?
Yep.
13?
That fails. He now is incapacitated and has 0 feet of movement. And whatever incapacitated does. Which I don't believe.
Which one is this?
Incapacity, that's my stone rune.
Does it turn them into stone?
No, it just encases them in stone.
Yeah.
Well, I'm
he doesn't have attacks or reactions and 0 feet of movement.
Okay. So
it doesn't say anything about flavor of what it does
alter
to them.
his physical state.
I don't think so. I don't think it adds any flavor of what it actually does to their body. I think, no. They enter a dreamlike stupor.
Okay.
Nothing happens to their body.
So you watch as the one that's just hitting you just over it or about to, he bites you. But right as he's about to take his claws, it kind of just... and falls to the ground for a second with his eyes open. Just the end of its turn. So you took 2 attacks away from Blaine, but both of you are going to take some more damage.
Yay.
Wait, did I do...
You
I
gave
did
me 7.
Yeah, I gave you multiple attacks, okay. Alright, so you all are going to take just an extra D10. So you take 2 more points of necrotic damage. Blaine, you take 5.
These guys smell awful.
As it's just sickly aura is just around you. Okay.
Go get an Avenger of Death. Martyr of the Chosen One.
That is going to be the end of their turn. Pierce, it's your turn.
It's a close call, my guy. Could end up on top of the fridge.
Please, Matthew, not another one. All right, it's your turn, Pierce.
All right. I think we talked about this last time, like flavor-wise, but so Sacred Flame
It's
not
not
actual
a physical
fire.
flame.
Does it look like fire to them?
It look does not affect the aura.
No, I mean, you said that trolls are afraid of fire.
Well,
Weak to
trolls are weak to it. They are susceptible to it.
Yes.
Got you. Understood. All right. I'm going to cast Guiding Bolt
Okay.
on Pale Homie.
Pale homie. Okay, shoot him. Go ahead.
Believe. Hold on. So is this my attack modifier?
Yes.
For spells, yes.
Okay. That would be a dirty 20.
That will hit. Roll damage. And
Alright, I believe it's
because they're not dead. I was like, are they
4d6.
vulnerable to radiant damage? But I was like, no.
Nice. What
they're
type
not.
of damage?
Radiant damage.
Yes, they are
Curiosity.
radiant.
They themselves are radiant.
Radiating.
Some might say.
That'd be 14 points of radiant damage.
Okay. And that was to the white one, which is that one. Ooh, he's been hit a fair portion. What am I doing? Oh, yeah, it's even. Let's go. So you watch as you kind of just take. Or how would you like to describe casting the spell?
Yeah, I kind of like I pull out the scythe, and I just kind of like point it towards him and kind of shoot out this kind of lightning bolt at him.
Mm-hmm. Is this red tinted energy that kind of slams into him?
Can I think I'm gonna use.
And the next attack against him has advantage.
Yeah.
So.
I was gonna cast a cantrip as a bonus
Do you
action.
have a cantrip that works as a bonus action?
Because you only have you've used your action to cast a spell.
Oh, got you. Okay.
Yeah, I don't think there's any cantrip that works as a bonus action.
Unless you're a sorcerer.
Damn it.
No, there's you can cast healing word. Oh no, you already cast a spell, that's right.
I'm gonna use. Can I use War Priest to take a second attack?
Yes, you can. Although that's that's a physical attack. So you would have to attack with your scythe to
And then
use
take
the
another.
word.
Yeah. Can I attack with my crossbow?
No, because you didn't take the attack action. You cast a spell. You need to take an attack action to get a second attack.
Casting a spell and attacking are two different things. Technically, you cast a spell.
Yeah, but I'm saying if War Priest gives you another attack.
We went through this last time.
We literally did this.
Oh, sorry, but no.
A spell is different than an attack. An attack is you use a weapon to a crossbow or a sword or anything like that. If it is a spell of any kind, create magic sword, create wind, whatnot, that is of itself different than an attack action.
Yeah,
So
I know it's different. I'm saying if you take an additional attack, does it have to be the same thing as the first one, or can they be different?
no.
You can physically swing a sword twice. You can't cast a spell twice. Yeah, that's what that lets you do.
No, I understand what you're saying. So it does not have to be similar, but the first one has to be the attack action. Your action has to be spent attacking to get the bonus action attack. You used your action to cast a spell, so you cannot use your bonus action to do an attack.
I wasn't trying to. I was saying if I take War Priest, which gives me another attack,
That is that.
Can I attack with a crossbow?
No, because you have to attack
You get,
action first.
you get another attack.
You used your action to cast a spell. If you use your action to attack, that's what lets you use War Priest. You cannot use War Priest on spells.
Okay.
Yeah, it's a condition that you have to fulfill with your action in order to.
It's like a prerequisite.
Use War Priest.
To use War Priest, you have to attack with a weapon: a crossbow, a scythe, a physical weapon, a fist.
Can the second attack be made with the spell, or does it have to be made with
No,
a
has to be made
casting a
with a
spell and attacking with a weapon are technically two different types of turns.
Okay.
Yeah.
So you cannot do it with the bonus action, but you still have it, or you can use your movement if you like.
Right.
I don't think I can use a bonus action for anything else.
Okay. It's okay if you don't.
Non-bonus action gang.
Yeah, so unfortunately you are coming from the class that relies on the bonus action to a class that does
Oh,
not
yeah,
use
that's
the
right,
bonus
you're
action.
second.
So you started with a rogue. Rogues' bonus actions are integral. Clerics, they're not that important. Most of your power comes from your actions. Okay, so if you're not going to move, that brings us to the start of the initiative order. Savrog.
I take a step back and I'm like,
And nothing happens. He is incapacitated and will not take an attack of opportunity against you.
Wait, that was
you
the white
dare
one?
dishonor.
No. This one is guiding bolted. This one is
in a dreamy state.
Okay.
yeah, he's in a dreamy state. This one is Crown of Madness.
You dare bite the greatest wizard of all? You cast magic in my presence? I cast fireball. Right there.
Okay, so I will
Maybe
have
for the entrance of the door.
I will have you make a attack roll with your spell modifier to see if you can get it targeted just right.
Or are you just trying
Well,
to everyone?
No, go ahead. Go ahead. It's easier because if you cast in here, the walls will protect Matthew and whatnot.
Way?
It's fireball is not a super forceful explosion, if I remember correctly. Fireball is a wave of fire.
Plus, what is it?
If I remember correctly, I could be wrong.
What modifier?
Your spell casting modifier.
The one right there.
18.
18. So I'll say you can make it. I'm gonna say by default the white one is gonna take half damage. If he succeeds to save, he's gonna take no damage because he has wall cover in between you. But these two will have to have the full effects. So roll in for the white one first because that's the third one. He's gonna make a save. What is the save?
15.
15. He fails, so he's gonna take half damage. And then the how much damage is it?
Calculating that up right now. He fail.
All of them fail. So 2 of them take full damage, 1 of them takes half damage.
Good.
10. 20. That's a 5 altogether. Plus 3 more 5s. Therefore, that's a 3, which means 10, 20, 30, 33.
33. So 2 of them take 33, and the other one takes 16.
Fire damage!
Yeah. So 16 to this one, which
Incinerates them instantly.
16. No. 33. I can't do reverse math.
Like a Hawkeye. You're like a Hawkeye.
I used Bardic Inspiration on the thing, by the way. Just,
Okay.
just you're so inspired.
By the fire
By
that
the-
aims right here. It was like,
It's
All
like
right.
adrenaline.
So you watch
Extra.
You see a tunnel of fire come out from the center. The structure is shaken, but one fireball is not enough to take down one structure, at least at a 3rd level. So you watch the fire. It kind of just sears past y'all, kind of getting up close. But there's this beautiful reprieve because in the wake after these trolls are left like just screeching and groaning and wailing and kind of like trying to cover their faces, the like permeating smell of just death and decay is temporarily gone. As you see the skin is kind of burned and is trying to like you see like the pustules trying to reopen on the arms and everything. They're definitely hurt by it, but that aura seems to have temporarily disappeared. Okay, so you doing anything else with your movement, or? Okay, so that is going to bring it to Nathaniel.
cool. Cool.
Blaine, please make a Constitution saving throw. Continue with your turns. This is to see if you can keep Crown of Madness.
I cannot if I cast another spell.
Fireball's not concentration.
Yeah.
So
Concentration spell.
you can maintain one concentration spell and do a bunch of other stuff.
Oh, hell yeah, dude. No.
Yes.
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 No.
Crown of Madness had a thing that was specific.
What?
No.
You must use your action to make control of the target.
Oh.
But the spell still lasts on the target. Yeah.
Yes, the spell is still on it.
I'm not controlling it. the
You're not
next
controlling
turn.
it right now.
I don't have to recast it later.
No, well,
I got a natural 1 already.
It's
you have
gone.
to recast it later.
it's
Great discussion. Really no point in having.
Need some more dragons. Okay, done. So the Crown of Madness is no longer him. Go ahead. And which one are you shooting?
I am gonna switch over to my maul since they're in front of me.
Are you gonna swing at the white one?
Yeah.
Roll with
The
advantage.
sleeping one.
Oh yeah. Because of guiding bolt. Look at you. I needed the advantage. It's gonna be a 24 to hit.
That will hit. Roll damage.
We're gonna go ahead and use a fire rune on this man.
Okay.
As my maul lights up with some red flame.
Smithy's hammer.
So it's gonna take 8 points of bludgeoning damage.
Okay.
Sorry, actually that's 12 points of bludgeoning damage.
You can just give me the totals. They don't have a vulnerability to fire. The fire
Cool, I
just
was
gets
just
rid of
making
the aura.
sure. Just 12 plus 6 is 18.
18? Okay, so that's... Okay. You watch as you're just about to swing it, the flames and embers spark off of the maul, and you see some of that crackling red light shoot up into your maul and down your handle before slamming into it. And you watch it like it's like a cindering mark, a brand that's just left across like
Strength saving throw.
well, that one's gonna be 22.
It does exceed.
So the chains come up and this runic magic tries to grab on, and you see it just break the chains, and the runes once again descend into the ground.
And I'm gonna move like one over and slap the dude who's unconscious, because I assume I also get advantage on like a guy who.
You get advantage because he's prone.
Damn. I'm still gonna hit him.
He's prone because he fell down.
Oh.
Who's prone?
The red one you're swinging for.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, I missed that part.
Yeah.
Poor dude.
So it doesn't make any mechanical difference, but.
Well, incapacitated to this.
Does a 12 hit?
12? No.
Dang. We're gonna go ahead and do action surge, because why not?
So you're about to swing down with the maul, but you see the other one kind of rush behind you and kind of grab the handle of your maul and kind of just shove off your attack. You can't even make it all the way through. But go ahead and action search for another one.
Very rude. I'm just gonna try to punch the white one now, because I'm not happy with him.
Oh, punch the white one, okay.
Does 13 hit?
No. So this one, you watch you swing it, and you see both of the claws kind of grab around the maul and go.
Stop you. I'll roll with this one this time. Now I'm gonna go for the one on the floor again, because I don't believe in
Look,
myself.
you have 3 attacks?
Where are
Action
we?
surge, an extra attack.
Oh yeah, because y'all are level 5.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, that's right.
I'm sorry.
The screen's going.
Ah!
Can you set your computer on? What is the...
No,
This one's gonna be a
not right now. It takes too long.
higher than 20, so I assume it hits.
Yes.
Hey, we got there eventually, boys.
Got one. Congratulations.
All right, 15 points of damage.
15. Okay.
Good old red boy.
So this time, as it's grabbing, you kind of just pull it from its hands and shove it forward straight into its chest, dealing that damage. All right. So that's the end of Nathaniel. Brandon.
Continue to
Did you make a fire?
You see, I'll say at this point the fire is lit, but you also see that there are other fires. But if you want to use
the wind
your
from the fireball
bonus
take this
action,
fire
you're
out.
still hidden. If you want to
imagining the
use
image
your
of
bonus
Brent's
action
over here with a
to
flint and steel, and he
set
just
your
sees
arrows
Blaze,
aflame,
feels
I'll
the
say you
fire,
can do that.
he goes past him, and he's like
So
holding a
that's your
burnt
bonus
stick.
action. All right, then you
He
have
said,
one
let's
flaming
speak
arrow.
faster.
Okay.
Which one would you like to shoot at?
Flaming arrow. You better not miss.
I would like to shoot at.
Well, you can get as a source. The fire's now going. You can now take as a bonus action ignite an arrow.
Oh, okay. I'd like to hit the red one.
He's still
Next to
technically-
Matthew, or tall red one or
the
short red
one
one?
who's in front of the one.
Okay, so the short
Well,
one.
that one's prone, so you'd have disadvantage on it.
Yes.
Well,
So you can shoot the other one,
Yeah, so I'd probably go for a different boy.
or you can shoot the
the
red
other
one.
one.
I would like to shoot
Matthew.
the greatest wizard of all time.
I will hit you with the fireball faster than you can breathe.
I think you'll die.
Can I hit the
Actually,
dude
you will
who is
die.
inside the building?
None of them are currently inside. He's just He's not inside. He's just large. So he's 5 feet away from Matthew on the outside.
Okay,
of the
he is
wall.
rotund.
Sorry.
I am large.
We're not troll shaming here.
I will hit the dude who is 5 feet from me.
Okay. You have to get a little closer. Just because you have a short bow, right?
I do.
Short bow's 80 feet.
Oh, is it short? Yeah, if it's 80 feet, yeah, you're go ahead. Go ahead. And then if this attack hits,
You have advantage because you're still hidden.
yes, you do have advantage. To get the natural 20.
That's 14. A short bow. I don't actually know.
Same thing as everything else. It's going to be +6.
Plus 6. Okay, so it's 20, not natural.
That hits. So roll your sneak attack damage and your bow damage plus 1d6 fire.
I need d6s.
It's okay. I need.
They're all right here.
I think I need one.
They're all right here.
Strength.
You know, I just noticed why my other one tank.
So sneak attack
With you
fire
have
dice,
19 armor.
the bow. Then you add your dex, which is 3.
You put your guy behind me. That's
So the red black.
I've only had one turn and I didn't move.
I moved behind you. Fuck that shit, man.
I moved so they couldn't get to the wizard.
I want to die.
Whatever all that is.
I got another fireball in me, man.
Okay, so that's.
You got a front row seat to me using what we would call giant magic. Now you're in love with me. Literally, actually.
6 plus 6 is 12. Plus 2 is
Also, I can't remember if we talked about
plus
this last time.
6.
But isn't there that like
Okay.
Matt Mercer rule that
23.
you can't cast a
23.
spell on your turn?
Okay, so
Fire damage.
that is the one. So that's nice. You take the arrow.
Well, the general
Right as
rule
he's like
was-
rushing for you, you see an arrow
You
kind of
can't
like
cast a spell,
stick
but he
from
said
like
you
the
can.
shoulder blade out through the back and kind of
But none of my cantrips.
breaks the arrow and looks at his surroundings.
Yeah.
Matthew.
I just thought I did that last time.
No, you used your bonus action to light the arrow. Matthew, it's now your turn.
Which one looks weakest?
Weakest is they all are roughly the one in front of you and the one the white figure one look roughly the same.
normal rule because sorcerers.
But the other one looks healthier.
Create
Beefcake
their
looks
spells to
healthier?
make
The
it
big
bonus.
No, the
And
one in
use
front
a
of you
cantrip
is
as their action.
the beefcake. So the beefcake, tall one, and the white one look roughly.
And I'll take care of the
That's
beefcake. The other two seem occupado. Alright.
Let me alone. Oh no.
Here we go. We're just gonna
They
do
got
2
my
normal attacks.
trusty,
Guess we see a crit.
Bloodstone.
Never mind, we see a
So I
crit.
put-
Oh shoot!
Oh
So
my goodness,
the
a
first
crit.
a crit for.
You're not gonna
for
divine smite her. You gotta save those spells, man.
No, no. Why would I have to? Dos fuego petiso. Let's
appear on the ground, fire rings out.
I need another D8. Give me a D8.
He screams.
2.
Blood for the blood god.
Okay, one of them isn't double because I have brutal critical.
Brutal critical is still double.
Oh, okay.
Every single dice rolled on a crit is double.
All right.
That's what
take
makes half orc barbarians so busted.
And then
What?
Blood for the blood.
is divine smite. Is the divine smite 2d8 normally or
Yes.
1d8?
Yep.
It's 2d8 base level.
Oh,
Yep.
so I need another d8.
There's a thing in front of you.
These guys' fiends are undead.
Oh my god.
Are they fiends or undead?
No.
Okay.
They are trolls.
Are they fiends?
Trolls
Oh,
is a
good.
class. What?
You haven't. You went to high school. You know trolls are a class.
You don't know.
I thought it was a
Ah!
20.
Ah! Just like a woman.
Just like a woman.
Okay, he takes 45 points of damage.
He's gone.
Yeah.
There's no way he's not.
44. He had 44 HP. How would you like to do this?
Okay, so as he comes out, I want to charge back and I want my axe blade to glow and I just want to hit him like right in the center and just cleave like a hot stick of butter. Just straight down.
Easy done. He kind of breaks the arrow off and then takes the time to and just take your axe and there's a shimmer and you want just
Go
blood just
for it.
hits the ground. It's just
Yeah.
the two halves of his body
Remind me not to mess with
muy bien. And I take a nice big swing. And you know what? I'm feeling nice and ambitious, so I throw the shield back because, you know, why not? And I go for, which one is awake?
The white one.
The white one. I would like to go for the awake one. Oh, that's good. That's going to be a 24.
Oh, I wonder, that hits.
Yeah.
Let me calculate. Yeah.
Let me run the math here.
Those Vendirs still wouldn't have hit.
Oh, that's going to be 14 points of damage.
14? Okay.
Cool.
So,
I was waiting for Pierce to realize what I said. He
Still
never
up,
did.
but
I
he's
did.
looking real rough.
You didn't
And
see
now
my
it's
face,
going to
but I was
be
like,
their turn. So,
finally.
I saw it.
Pile of
all right. So they are going to.
it's a disconcerting foot.
You love my feet.
All right. Well, they're going to.
At the end of his turn gets to retry to make the save.
Oh yes, because one of them's asleep. Never mind. That simplifies everything. All right. What's the save?
14.
Wiz?
Yep.
Nope.
Let's go.
Did you end one of them, Matthew?
Yes, he did. He cut it.
He
in
got the
half.
natural 20, 45 points of damage.
All right, Matthew. This
Middle.
one is going to turn
Remind me
around.
not to mess with our weird friend.
Well, I thought that guy was still inside the freaking castle walls.
Oh no,
right?
he was just so fat he looked like he was inside the castle walls.
Figures.
Sorry.
Matthew.
I know,
Towards
it's
you.
All right.
You're so
Light
fat,
one.
you look, you're still inside.
Brandon thought the same thing.
Natural 6 for the bite, so no.
Nope.
Where's the?
There could be no troll left by the time we get to my turn.
That is
No, 'cause you're up
second
next.
attack, claw attack against you. No, that's
It's
only
impossible
16.
for you not to have a turn.
Third attack is a natural 20.
Crap.
So you're gonna take 2d6.
Did he walk away from me? Or
No,
is still
he just
my
turned
way?
around.
Okay,
Matthew
cool.
walked up to him.
Got it.
Dang, I should
looked like his
a
minion
slight
and I was close.
18.
Don't worry.
You take 22 points of slashing damage as this one, as you take it and you hit him, and then it just grabs your axe, and you see the other, like you see that like face try and go for a bite. You like duck out of the side, but it's just in that moment where you see the hands come and just lash across
Nope,
the
any
upper side of
necrotic?
the chain. That's not with the claws. The necrotic is with the bite.
Oh,
yeah. So he kind
It's
of
not even.
hits you and just deals a great big old scar across your under chin. That one hurt. Which is going to bring it to the end of your turn, which means you take another 5 points of necrotic damage.
Yay! Got 3 hit points, y'all.
Oh
And
shit!
you watch as it kind of, and you see as you're like, this moment you feel like the aura of. Wait, no,
He doesn't
no, he got
have
hit by
aura.
fire. Never
Yeah.
mind. He does not. You did not.
There was a
take the fire.
fireball that slapped him.
Yep, and a fire arrow. So
Back up to 8.
So you feel like the sickness emanating from its mouth, but the rest of its body, where it was actually sourcing, is just starting to crisp and burn. That is going to be the end of their turns. So Pierce.
All right, Pierce. I know you were worried you want to get to attack. so
Okay.
now's the time.
Please kill them before I die.
I'm working on it. Okay.
Just don't attack anybody but the
sorry.
white one now.
All right. Quick
Incinerating
gameplay
them,
question.
So
So
it's an attack action,
Attack with War Priest.
and then if you use the attack.
it doesn't does it matter if you do a bonus action or an action first? Does it matter what order you do?
Depends. So sometimes a bonus action can be done first. If
Okay.
It doesn't say.
I wanted to cast Divine Favor because it increases your weapon damage, but I want to do it before. I
Yes, you can do that. That is.
Wait, it's Divine Favor or bonus?
One bonus action.
Yeah,
Yes,
you're
yeah,
good.
you can do that.
All right, I'm going to cast Divine Favor on myself because that's the only way I can do it. Also, frick the rest of you.
Favor. The troll.
Also, before I put the card away, let me look at what it does first. Let me see.
I love when I put my card away.
It's
and
Extra
kill
1d4
all
damage.
trolls.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Every troll that sees you keels over.
Doesn't die, only heals.
Over his blood. extra. All right. I'm going to step to Whitey.
Alright,
I'm
go
going
ahead
to
and
attack.
roll.
Beat that cracker. Roll.
Jesus. Going to
Okay,
attack with
so
my scythe.
The Ritz man is gonna beat the cracker.
Oh well. It's gonna be 25 to hit.
That will hit. Roll damage.
Cut him up.
Barely hit, but good
Put him
job.
up.
We barely hit.
Put him up, put him up, put him up.
Barely scratch Vendier's armor.
Barely scratched his arm.
Wouldn't touch it.
It's gonna be.
Oh yes.
Oh, and that's. Oh, it's gonna be.
Angry, I'm sorry.
So that's gonna be 11 points of damage.
Okay.
How-
Sweet.
is he? How's
So
he?
you
What damage is divine favor?
Huh? It's 1d4 radiant damage.
Radiant.
doesn't there's no vulnerability. So you kind of just you go up to it and you like there's this moment where you just hold the staff and then there's like a moment of focus before you take the staff and you take one slice and it kind of goes over, and at this level of hit points you swing for the left shoulder and you watch it cuts through the left shoulder and you see one of the troll's arms fall to the ground as just and so is that the end of your turn? He's still up barely.
No. I'm going to use War Priest and attack him again.
You already used your bonus action.
Do you have to use the bonus action to use the thing?
What does War Priest say? Let me look it up.
Is War Piece bonus action?
You
That's
already
the
used
question.
divine favor.
No, that's the
True.
question. Is
Yeah.
War Priest in action? Or
That's
bonus
true.
action? I think
No,
it is.
War Priest is he used his action and bonus.
Yeah, I think War Priest is a bonus action.
Alright, well I guess my turn's over.
So yeah, you dealt the extra damage. That also helped you cut off his arm, but you don't get 2 attacks. So,
Sorry, Bruce.
yes, you can. When you use the attack action, you can make 1 weapon attack
I
as a
swear
bonus
it's
action.
do to me.
All right. That is the end of your turn, Pierce or Blaine. It's now your turn.
Don't fireball. Don't fire. Just throw fireball or something.
I don't have fireball.
Do something that's not
He refused
fireball.
to take it.
Yell at him.
I could yell at him, but that's
Insult the troll.
His only spell is. Oh, you can heal us.
Frick that.
Don't heal the man with 8 health.
His only spell is Fireball.
Thinking through. I don't think I can get a shot off that's not gonna hit everybody. So we fucking walk around the goddamn thing.
Yes, nuke everyone so the 30 other enemies behind these ones can have a hate it.
It's a fair point. There might be more.
Be like an opening episode of Guns there.
Zach, just a quick question. There, do I find any like long arrow sticks that can maybe be fashioned into some sort of
Vicious mockery.
Fishing pole, yeah.
No.
Spirit of
Brandon,
battle.
what?
Gives disadvantage on the next attack though.
Someone's
Dude,
gotta get a
What have you
son-
done this entire encounter?
His
I
son
lit an arrow on
loves to
fire.
fish,
And I
okay?
shot it.
Did it hit anybody?
Yes, it did.
Yeah, it did.
Saved his ass.
Well, sure.
It did, right?
Yeah.
Right? Estoy Rotilios discovered. See?
He's appreciative.
What you doing, Blaine?
See.
Just slowly figuring out. War Priest is one of the most stupid character traits in the game.
It's great if you just use it right.
Well, it just so
I use healing word on Matthew.
So that's your bonus action. So
That's a bonus action.
Yes. Healing word is a bonus action.
Lit.
So you still can vicious mockery and shout insult at the troll.
I, to the white troll, express, how dare
you be standing when the almighty power of the fireball has already graced you?
is that a saving throw?
Yeah.
that's,
What is it, wisdom or charisma?
I think it's
I
Wiz.
don't think he's making either. Well, wisdom is the higher for 8. So how much damage does he take for vision?
2d4.
So roll 2d4 damage.
He takes 2d4 psychic damage. No, not
That's
d6. The tiniest
And I
tiniest.
have disadvantage on his next
Oh.
attack.
I got you, Blaine.
yeah, I'll just roll twice.
5. Does that have any pluses?
No.
No. Please tell me it kills
But the
him.
troll has disadvantage on
Please
next
die.
Please.
Not yet.
Dadgummit, that would have been so
Hang on by
good.
the lowest. He has 1 hit point.
Bullshit!
Wow.
He had 17. He dealt a lot.
You
Cut off his leg. So you do this.
Oh, how much I heal for?
Yell this. You yell this out right after you compliment Matthew's muscles. You yell it out, and then you watch as the troll just recoils and just like slinks to the ground and is like
How much health is that?
is barely breathing.
Did you roll it yet?
No, he did not.
Oh, it's me rolling one.
Yeah, it's 1d4 plus your charisma. Here you go.
How does 1d8?
Oh, no, that's Cure Wounds. This is the non-touch version.
Cure Wounds is 2.
Plus, what's your charisma?
Charisma.
Nice. 8 hit points back.
Dude, you just doubled in hit points.
I did, bro.
There you go. So bringing it to the end of Blaine's turn. Nathaniel.
So anyway, I'm gonna go for the red one.
Okay.
Ooh, hot take.
I look at the guy who's
Red one's
literally
still
about to
pretty healthy.
die, and I'm like, well, other people can handle it. I'll hit the guy on the floor. I know there's an archer behind me.
Trolls are after him, aren't they?
Okay, that's gonna
After
be
Nathaniel's
a 25 to hit.
no, after Nathaniel's Brandon.
Oh.
25, yes, that hits.
$13 points of damage. You're gonna just stop at the game. I've already used
That's
my
not
two
good.
What?
I'll call him back as soon as we're done. Supervisor Steve is calling.
Oh no.
5 minutes, it's fine.
I know. Which means it's probably gonna be late night.
25 to hit.
That'll hit.
Okay. I'm just making sure something didn't change.
You're gonna attack with black one.
That's
And
what
get
I
the
was
hell
thinking.
you
This
want
is
to
the
do
worst
this in the most epic way possible. You're gonna rodeo that bitch. You're gonna rodeo the hoe and kill her.
9 points of damage.
9 points of damage. Okay.
Just attack with a weapon, Brandon.
Okay.
It's not that difficult.
slamming into the back of it.
That's what I'm trying to explain.
Hey, like, hey, listen. He's. Thank you. I was thinking that. I was like, you of all people should
Just attack with a weapon, man.
But I'm trying to attack. I'm not trying to fucking fashion a fancy dress for myself to put on to go fight him, man. Jesus
I'm being
Christ.
creative.
That's the end of my
I'm
turn.
being inventive.
I'd like to remind everyone I played a grand total of 1 session even using spells at all. Ever.
He's played 1 session using sticks. Give him a chance.
Yeah, God, bro.
All right, so the end of
would like to
Nathaniel's
show
turn.
everyone-
Brandon, it's now your turn.
Oh.
What color is the dress?
I'm going to run up. Fuck the flaming arrows. I'm done with that. Don't do that. Don't do something to the flaming arrows.
Don't shove it
I
up
would
your
like to
ass.
use
Mom, put flaming arrows in my ass. Don't get me.
2, 3.
I did it to myself this time, but it was
4.
still a bad idea.
Oh,
That's why I liked it a bit more.
You kill Sabrog. My bad. Oh, yeah, my bad, Sabrog.
Fuck.
Right here, and now
No, don't
I
do
would
that.
like to roll an attack.
I'm trying to decide. Do I want to throw my hatchet or do I want to shoot it?
Huck your hatchet.
Whichever one you took is gonna be
Roll your hatchet. Roll an
as
attack.
long as you hit, it dies.
Brandon, the health that it's at, you should just throw the flaming arrow.
No.
I would like to chuck my hatchet. And that's
You're gonna kick him in the
Also, if
shins.
it fails, you can chuck your dagger.
Oh, true.
I just want to do a full Mortal Kombat, do the splits, nut punch.
19. How would you like to do this?
I would like to run up and just frustration.
I would like to. I
Disintegrate.
sprint up to the little this guy who's like. I jump on his head. I take my hatchet. I go. Oh my god! Blood going everywhere. It's getting in my mouth. It's getting in my face.
No, he's Kool-Aid.
That's gonna contract. I go.
I will say, as part of the flavor of I will say, as part of the flavor, you will take 5 points of necrotic damage as you jump and just chucking the top of this guy, and you watch just like just chunks of blood and just
And I'd like to take the head, but that would be an attack.
I just do normal.
You're still in the how do you want to do this part?
I would like to take the head,
Normal
and I would like
murder.
to punt it at this guy right here.
Well, it's not disconnected.
I chopped the head off.
Oh, you chopped the head off. Okay.
Yeah, we all just stood in wonder as
Okay, I'll have you make an
Plus, it's
athletics check as a
completely
2 foot tall
mentally
gnome
stable
tries to
gnome.
kick a 30 pound.
He's 2 feet tall.
3 foot tall gnome.
Damn it, I didn't use my bardic inspiration.
Yes, sir! Proficient!
yes, sir.
Yes, sir!
Plus 0 in strength! Proficiency kicking head ass.
15. And thus the game of golf was invented.
Yes!
No, you. Okay, 15.
Golf football.
I'm gonna say it does not hit the other person because it is a troll head, which is heavy, and you are a gnome.
That's some bullshit.
So I will say you kick it, and it rolls and hits the other one's foot, but it does not hit the other one in the head.
Does it alert it to my to where I'm at?
Well, he's sleeping.
He's sleeping,
no.
so he's on the ground sleeping. Then another head.
The head of his dead brother rolls. And
I will say at this point, we're going to move into the execution style. One incapacitated enemy at below half health versus a party of 5.
He could wake up. He
So,
could wake up.
I
Hey, I
would
said
say-
we all take turns taking like pot shots.
Over the course of the arrows, axes, scythe strikes, inspiration, and other continued
If I
walls,
used fire.
the other troll is dealt with and dispelled, held under by the runes.
Poor guy, bro.
And then there is a moment. The sun is now below the horizon. It's still still daylight. The sun is below the horizon. And you have silence. The 3 trolls are dead. Yay! And now the tower remains to be explored and gazed upon and all the secrets found. But we're gonna go ahead and start that tomorrow. So
Wait, that's so nice.
Oh, you don't have to put anything up or take it down.
No!
Just don't touch it.
Nothing!
Go.
So thank y'all so much, and especially for going along with some of the things. I know some of this was a little bit. There was a lot of trial run stuff going on, so thank y'all for bearing with it. But yeah, yay! Let's go. Part 1 was 3 hours and 10 minutes.
I am fricked up.
You have fricked up.